right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into session 21 of Trouble in Theondir. Our last session began just as Bholen had been violently yanked downward into the deep darkness of the great iron mines of La-Houm by a sickly, undead claw of a ghoulish figure, its fingers digging deep into Bholen's neck and leaving him momentarily disoriented, as if poisoned or stunned. The other adventurers would quickly follow, attacking Bholen's captor as the endangered elf was dragged down step after stone step closer to a host of similar-looking creatures who began to climb the stairs in expectation of their coming meal. Carolon, however, would employ his amulet, forcing the creatures to flee into the cracks and crevices of the ice-cold cavern. Shortly thereafter, the weakened stone canopy above the mine entrance, severely damaged earlier by the druids and their earth elementals, would collapse, sealing in the group as if in a single stone sarcophagus. The weight of the canopy, however, proved too much for the ceiling as enormous stone chunks began raining down from above. Trago quickly went to work, trying to figure out a way through the great iron door marking the entrance to the mine proper, while Bholen would explore what would turn out to be a pile of rotting corpses in the corner of the cavern, soldiers from the elite guard in Theondir, apparently executed for their plans to oppose Melathon. Having solved the key that opens the door, the group made their way into the mine proper, where a great chasm opened up before them. Platforms stood at the ready to transport the group across, upon which the group discovered some odd items and even some explosives. Halfway across the chasm, the group's quick progress would be impeded as they were sprung upon by the surprise attack of a vampiric blood ooze. In the midst of melee, several undead archers would appear at the archways above, launching their fiery arrows onto the old creaky platforms that consequently burst into flames. With what would prove to be good fortune, the adventurers were able to extinguish the flames before the mining explosives caught fire and catapulted them deep into the darkness of the chasm. And they were also able to finish off their opponents with quick thinking and skillful teamwork. Arriving on the other side of the chasm, the group would run up to the three archways leading deep into the mine, and after a brief investigation, the adventurers would choose the central archway. My adventurers, the archway in the center leads you on a downward slope through a corridor of hewn stone. The whispers that you have been hearing since you arrived here are growing louder and louder. With each step that you take. Along the way, you see mining tools and supplies strewn all about, and as you delve deeper and deeper in, you begin to see the decomposed bodies of several dwarven miners strewn about on the side of the corridor. This is clearly the last place that mining was carried out before the project was hastily abandoned. Eventually, this corridor opens up into another large area where a great deal of stone has clearly been removed. And at the end of the corridor, you see what appears to have created so much horror for those who abandon this place. Before you rises up a massive stone wall covered in ritualistic markings. This is in turn flanked by two enormous stone statues that seem to be half carved out of the stone by the miners before the excavation work was abandoned. My adventurers, what would you like to do?
Okay, before we do anything, you're going to have to edit this out, but you need to fix your camera. Anybody else seeing that?
What?
In and out,
No.
in and out, in and out. Okay,
No.
then never mind. I'll just deal with it.
Yeah, I think it's you, man.
Yeah.
No, now
There's
it's
nobody
Danny.
else.
Fucking weird.
There's
So,
nobody
my
else in
adventurers,
this-
what would you like to do?
There's nothing else in the room that we're in.
Give me a quick perception check, Trago.
Oh boy.
How big is the room?
It's a pretty massive room.
And is
I mean,
it
it-
bright?
it-
Is
Yeah.
light? See the
You still
other
have your
side?
light. You have your light sources with you still. Is that correct? Yeah, you can see ahead
Yeah.
that it's not super bright, but you see it's opening up, and then you see this wall in front of you.
What was the? Are we still kind of in single file, or what's the order? I can't remember. I think I was in the front. No.
I don't remember.
I was in the front,
Yeah.
and
Maybe
then
I think I was in the back.
well, you have Paul. You have a the
Yeah.
amulet. I think you were right behind
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I rolled a 7 on that perception
A
check.
7. Okay. You don't really see anybody. You don't see any movement.
I rolled a 21.
You roll a 21. Okay. You don't see anything either, Caroline, but you do once again pick up the faint scent of a combination of rotting blood and fresh blood once again.
Is that overpowering stench that we were being, inundated with earlier? Is that still around us? Is that still?
It's still there, but it's not as powerful. So you don't need to take Constitution checks at this point. You're not retching from the scent. That was more in the other room. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we read the language? Do I recognize the language? That's the runes or whatever that are on the wall.
Give me an Arcana check, actually, Bholen.
18 plus 6, so 24.
24. You notice it doesn't really give you much information, but you notice that the markings, you do recognize the markings from your studies, your previous studies. They do seem to be markings of the Lady of the Dead, known to some as Kia Ransali, the Lady of the Dead. And it seems to you that this is some kind of entrance to some kind of religious building, a temple that is dedicated to Kia Ransali, or has in fact been her temple at one point.
So I recognize those as that writing based on that history that I know. Do either of the statues adjacent to the wall look like her?
As you get closer to the statues, you see the left statue. It's a majestic and powerful looking white dragon. Now remember, they're only about halfway carved out of the stone at this point. In some ways, the stone had settled in over many years. It's a majestic and powerful looking white dragon on a base that you can read. The base says destruction on it. And the left arm is extended out with an open palm on what sits a ring of some sort. And the right hand extends toward the second statue. As you look over to the second statue, it's a representation of what you immediately recognize, Bholen, as a proud and authoritative Lathander. And on the base of that statue, it says, death. The right arm of Lathander is extended outward with an open palm on which sits a strangely familiar amulet carved out of stone. And that's what you see from those two statues.
Does the amulet look like the one that I have?
Exactly the same.
So you put your amulet on that hand, I put the ring on the other hand, and the door opens. Right? And we unleash the gates of hell.
Yeah. The gates of death and destruction. That's.
I'm gonna go.
Hold on. I'm gonna have a look at the statues and see if there's anything I could find, traps or any secret compartments or anything.
Okay, give me an investigation check. Try to go.
While he's doing that, I want to check out the amulet. I want to check out Lathander's thing in his hand. Does it glow? Does it, when I touch it, does mine glow?
As you get closer, your amulet does indeed begin to glow brighter. So there is some strange connection between that statue and your amulet.
And does my ring...
25 for my
25.
investigation. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
We'll get to that in just 1 second. Bholen?
Does my ring glow or get hotter the closer I get to the left dragon statue?
Same effect as with Caroline, yeah. Trego, you notice that there are what seems to be some kind of strange trap-like device on both of these statues, close to the base, in fact. And as you get closer, investigate around it, you see that there's something with the proximity. When you get closer to it, you can hear some sort of magical, sort of mechanical almost sound, kind of clicking as you get closer to the bases.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to everybody and tell them to stay back. till we decide what to do.
So what are the arms that they have stretched out towards each other? Are they pointing? Do they have their hands face up?
Yep, their hands are outward and they're stretching towards one another as if they're touching something. Their hands, their fingers are slightly turned like this, as if they were grasping some item, but there's nothing between their hands.
So let me make sure I understand what's all in this room. So we have these two statues in a large room. Is there a doorway like between their hands are outstretched? Is that
there's a wall slightly behind them with all these markings on them.
okay? And so I'm standing in front of those. What's off to the right? Because we came from the left, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you guys came sort of down this corridor, and then you came and got a sort of direct view of this. To the sides, it's still the rough-hewn stone.
Okay.
So they were apparently carving out this exactly like that. They were carving out this hallway, this corridor, making their way into this place, and then you see the statues in front of you.
Guys, be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confidence.
He made it! He made it! I love that movie.
What if?
Oh my
Okay.
Okay, well, hold on. Did we rest? Is everybody all right
No.
with hit points?
I mean, we took a short rest. I'm at 18 hit points right now.
I can't cast any spells.
I mean, I
Point wise, I'm fine, but
still got a couple spells left.
I'm running low on arrows too. I'm just wondering if maybe we go.
There's no other way out. Unless we go down a different.
Yeah, unless there's something in
hallway.
the
Well,
hallway.
do we go check the other two just to see? Maybe we can pick some stuff up. Maybe there's some food or something. Maybe.
it's a waste of time, boys. We're intended to go down the middle hallway. Let's just fucking get it over with.
Maybe.
Is it like a time? Are we under like some kind of time demand here? Yeah, we are, aren't we?
I mean, the longer we wait, the more time we give the king to invade Theondir, potentially.
All right, Bholen, you have 18 hit points.
Do you have?
I used all my hit dice, and I have 18 hit points.
Oh my
Shit.
goodness.
Does anybody have a way to I have some healing potions.
I have healing spells. I'm not exhausted of healing spells.
Well,
I'm just not using them
Yeah,
yet.
I don't think anyone's hit points are the issue.
Yeah. I mean, just mine.
Do we? Okay. Show of hands. Do we camp for the night for a rest, a long rest, or do we push on? Those who want to push on, raise your hand.
Well, because
I'm down for just going for it.
Long
Go for it.
rest, there's limitations as to what you can do. If we do a long rest, can we look into those other hallways at all? Like just leisurely stroll, does that still count as a rest?
I would say when you're down in this place where there's danger all over, it won't be very leisurely. So no, you'll be too stressed. It won't give you enough rest.
It's like 6 hours of sleep and then 2 hours of resting, actually sitting down
Mm-hmm.
and
And for
But you can-
Bholen, it's
you can
4
still
hours of meditation and 4
do some
hours of
stuff,
light
but-
activity.
all right,
Uh-huh.
Bholen, cast a spell. Get some more hit points. I'm going to touch this amulet.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Don't
they're
do it
trapped.
yet.
Hold
Don't
on,
do it
they're
yet.
trapped.
Don't do it.
They're
Don't do it
trapped?
yet.
Both of them are
Do
trapped.
we want Bholen to not waste a spell and drink a potion instead? And also, I can.
We don't need that. We
Okay.
let's say we can save everything. I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine for
Now,
now. I can use spells if I need them.
I can use my mage hand to put the ring and the amulet where they're supposed to go from 30 feet away.
Can we,
I mean,
Dan?
is there
Is
no
that
way to
something-
disable these traps? Does anybody have?
Do you
Did
still
I-
have your little buddy, your little gecko or whatever?
Yeah.
Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Yeah.
Lizzo, can he run over there just in front of on the statue? And
I mean, we should back up 60 feet if we can, because very
Eric,
well
if you-
my arrows
Where-
could come flying in from everywhere.
Where are the traps?
Is there? Do
They're
I
on
know,
the statues.
Yeah. Do
We
I
don't know
sense
where.
a
Base of
way
the statues.
to disarm them, Matt? Or
Do you have thieves' tools?
You could try something if you'd like. If you want to take a dexterity check,
Oh, you
can
just
try to
made Matt's
disarm the
day.
trap.
A straight dex check.
Chad,
Yep.
look at him.
To
He's
disarm.
gleaming like a Santa Claus. Don't.
I mean, Chad, don't you have like thieves' tools or
I have thieves' tools.
lock
Yeah,
picking, lock picks
yeah.
or something?
I'm proficient with my thieves' tools, and I can use Mage Hand to disarm the lock or try to disarm the lock from 30 feet away, or the trap or whatever.
Matt, is there above us? Is it just a big cavern? There's nothing above us, like any scaffolding work or anything?
No, it's just once again, it's just rough-hewn stone. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Like, let's all just back up into the entrance, and then let Trey go do his thing.
Do you want me to disarm, or do you want me to put the ring in the amulet?
Let's disarm it first, because we don't want to get into a battle and then accidentally like trip over the trap.
I don't think you know what you're going to be fighting here, guys. Like, is anybody paying attention?
Exactly. So let's like eliminate all variables.
All right.
I love fighting rock monsters.
Kroggle is the sensible one for once. Hold on, guys.
One of the signs of the
I
apocalypse.
put down my Morning Star and consider a few options.
Look at
Oh,
Rooster
pop.
Teeth.
Pound sand, Noah check.
All right. I'm going to use my thieves' tools to see if I can't disarm the trap. And I'm going to use.
How far away are you?
I can get 30 feet away. Is there anything that I can kind of like duck behind?
No, I mean it's just pretty much open.
Okay. Are you guys backing up?
Yeah.
I'm backing up
All
to
right.
the entrance of the cavern.
Bholen, you have a spell ready for me in case I get hit.
Sure.
No more of this turning me into a fucking fire elemental either.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I'm going to attempt.
So in your investigation, you saw that the inscriptions on both of these, they are carved into the stone, and it seems like they do in fact go into the bases a little bit. So you'd be able, if you wanted to try to use your tools with your mage hand there.
Yeah. Do I choose which one I'm going to do, or just is it kind of?
Yeah. Do you want to take the white dragon destruction one, or the right statue of Theondir with death?
Destruction. The white dragon with destruction.
Okay.
I don't like that fucking smile.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Give me a
We're gonna
dexterity
try to
roll.
open a door that leads to death and destruction.
Give me a dexterity roll, and because you're proficient, you
Maybe
get your proficiency bonus on that as well.
On my
Maybe it's the cure to death and destruction. Lathander is the god of light. He would never lead us astray.
Tim, do you want to pray to your god and find out what the fuck's going on here? Did he pose for this thing?
I don't have that spell yet.
That's a 16, Matt.
A 16.
Yeah.
Okay. As the mage hand goes in and starts to insert these tools to try and find something mechanical to lock it on, to pop it out, there's a brief pause. You hear this click, and it's quiet for a second. And then suddenly you see the floor, from within the floor, in a circular area around the statue, 10 feet out. These spears, sort of pointed spears, come flying up directly where you would have been standing in front of the statue and fall back into the ground once again.
Yeah, that would have been certain death.
Okay. Can I fiddle with it again to see if it triggers it again?
Yeah, give me another dexterity check. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's better. That's better. It'll be 20.
Okay. With a 20, same thing. Your mage hand goes in. Silence. Nothing seems to happen. It appears to be disarmed.
So that was one of them.
Good job.
Okay.
You did
Shall
it.
I do the other?
How many mage hand spells do you have?
It's a
Cantrip?
Cantrip, so I can just keep casting it. I suppose I go for the other.
Okay.
Ooh, that is 14.
14. Same exact thing happens with this one. Once again, you hear this clicking noise, and you see these spears, like things protruding out of the floor. Once again, this 10-foot diameter area right in front of the statue. Okay. Caroline, the scent of blood is getting stronger as Trago is doing this.
The scent of blood like coming from around the statues, or is it coming from somewhere?
Yeah,
else?
when you did your perception check before, your investigation check, you're sensing this this sense of rotten and fresh blood. This mix, it's getting stronger. You're sensing it even more.
Like a Shining situation where the elevator doors are going to open and blood's going to come pouring in.
If we examine the walls, do we see the same holes in the walls that we saw at the entrance of the mine that the little creatures slurped into and out of?
Give me an investigation check.
So yes.
I got a 17.
I got a 12.
Caroline, you notice there are cracks and crevices similar to when you came in.
Okay, yeah, here they come.
Crap.
Do I hear any sounds? These things are making a lot of noise.
You continue to hear the whispers like normal, but nothing over that at this point. But the scent of blood.
If I take a moment and focus on these whispers, like, can I understand anything? Can I?
Give me an Arcana check.
Is that under intelligence? What is it under? Yeah. 9.
9. Nothing familiar to you, no.
So, Caroline, do you relay this to the group that you hear?
Yeah. Tell
Okay.
everybody. Let them know that.
We might want.
Yeah.
I mean, the options are we just put the shit on the statues and go through the door. That's probably going to open.
Mm-hmm. And I think I disarmed the one.
Fight. Yeah.
I'll bet, like you said, it's like a 10-foot block in front of each statue.
What if they're all behind the door?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot circle.
That's very true.
10-foot circle around it. Yeah.
10-foot circle.
Well,
so are they overlapping the circles? Or are they separate circles?
They're separate. They're far enough away from each other.
Okay, so there is a path forward that we don't touch them. Do we try to put how urgent are we thinking here? A couple minutes or?
Did we notice? Did Caroline? Did you notice that the blood smells got worse as we started to play with the statues?
It's getting much stronger. So.
Okay, they're like the goblins and the war drums.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have everybody kind of stand around me and go to the center. I'll ask everybody to do that, and I'm going to hold up the amulet again and kind of announce this thing that the saying, whatever's the from light to life, from darkness to death, and see if that has any impact.
So you hold up your amulet and you say these words, and there's this radiant light that bursts out and fills up some of the crevices. And in fact, you do hear this noise. As some creatures that had apparently been making their way through these crevices into the room had now pulled back and repelled off.
Us in the dark.
So now I'm just worried that if we put this amulet on the hand or whatever, something will happen to it and we won't have access to it anymore.
Yeah.
I have that spell, the turn undead and destroy undead spell. So if we need it.
Okay, well, maybe get that ready.
On deck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm in. I think we should do this.
What's the other option? It's
to go back.
Go back and through the other pathways.
So how are we gonna put that stuff on the hand without getting stabbed?
Can the mage handle it?
We don't need to worry about the one statue.
The traps are like in front, and I can use mage hand to pop where they need to go. All right, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's my vote.
All right. Should I do the ring first or the amulet first?
Do the ring first.
Okay.
I will give Trago.
Well, because I can have. I guess if Matt will let me have Lizzo carry the ring, since it's just a ring, it shouldn't be too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we can mage hand the amulet and do them
at the same time.
Both at the same time.
Do we know that? Is Lizzo smart enough to put the ring on the finger?
Well, she obeys my command.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Chad, actually, can you try to disarm the other one? Because I want to put it in the hand. I want to put it there. Because I think it's best if I have a hold of it.
Okay, I'll try one more time. Is that okay, Matt?
Yep, go for it. Yep, give me another attempt.
16 again. So
16. Same thing. The sharp objects fly out once again, and it's not disarmed. Wait there for a second.
I mean,
yeah.
How many are you going to let me try, Matt?
Well, I mean, you can continue.
We have time?
Yeah, your time is getting tighter, but you can continue again. Go for it.
All right. Then, so Chad, I'll just hand it to you, and you use your mage hand on that one.
All right. I'll do the mage hand with the amulet. Lizzo has the ring.
Yeah, I'm assuming she can just carry it like in her mouth and scamper along with it.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't put it on her tail, you never know what will happen to her.
All right. Once Lizzo gets in place, then I will get the ring up or the amulet up where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, so I'll just have her, gecko her way up the side and on the arm and out into the palm.
Okay.
Do you want to say the words, Paul, when we do this? Oh, did he go bye-bye?
He went to... Who knows?
Do you want to say your phrase or whatever when we put the ring and amulet on the statue?
Well, let's put them on there first and see what happens.
Okay. I look over at Niv on 3. 1, 2, 3, and then
And I'll have her drop it, and then bamf her back to me.
And I'll put the amulet in place.
As the ring lands on the hand of the open palm of the dragon, and as the amulet falls onto the open hand of Lathander, you hear this tink, tink, tink as they settle in. And suddenly there's this golden light that begins to emanate from both of these hands. And from there, a line begins to work its way through death and destruction, the writing below on the bases, and twists its way around into the middle of this inscription on this wall. And suddenly now you begin to see golden letters beginning to form in both Abyssal and Elvish. Something of a poem begins to be formed on the wall. And after a couple seconds, you're able to read this. If anybody has Abyssal.
I do.
Okay. Caroline, and you have Elvish, Bholen.
Yep.
The two of you read this. It seems to be 5 lines. It says, "The reign of the dead, the coming of night. Enter with dread. Extinguish the light. Extinguish the light. The reign of the dead, the coming of night. Enter with dread. Extinguish the light. Extinguish the light." And as this poem takes form in these golden letters, there's suddenly a deep rumbling as a burst of red energy suddenly forms in a circular orb-like shape between the two hands of the statues that are standing apart from one another, directly over the poem. And you see the letter and the writing of the poem now begin to sort of fizzle out and fade. And behind it, begin to see what appears to be a space opening up that leads through the stone wall further into the darkness, what appears to be another room. Give me a perception check again, all of you.
I thought that shit was going to roast us in the hallway.
Fuck. I got a 14.
13.
We're doing perception?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got a 10.
13 for me.
Okay.
13 for me also.
None of you notices anything inside of this room. It's completely dark and there's this reddish glow, so you don't see much behind you. But you do begin to hear more noise and commotion around you in the cavern that you are in. What do you want to do, guys?
Do you tell us what the thing means? Do you read it out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean we need to go in and extinguish our lights when we go in?
Yeah, is it a warning or is it directions?
Yeah. The reign of the dead. Enter
How is rain
with dread.
How was rain spelled?
Reign, R-E-I-G-N. The reign of the dead, yeah. As in the rule.
Enter with dread.
Extinguish the light. Extinguish the light.
I mean, in
Who's
my
got a
study,
light
in my studies of Lathander, does any of that ring a bell? Do I recognize that poem at all? Is any of this concerning to me given what I know about my god? Do I know anything about
Yeah, would I know anything about Lathander in this poem also?
Let's say Niv, give me an Arcana check. Well, for you, because you are a student of Lathander, Bholen, I'll say this: that extinguishing the light seems odd. It seems outside of his realm. 6.
Yeah, 6.
Nothing for you.
Why would they put a white dragon next to Lathander and first of all put Lathander as the holder of this amulet and then have it be so dreadful? Sounds more like a warning.
Yeah,
because white dragons.
Bahamut is a white dragon, right? I mean,
yeah, that's from what you know.
Probably Bahamut and Lathander, and so I'm really apprehensive. Something's not right here.
Do we move forward or do we go back?
I'm gonna walk through. I need to know.
Okay.
Oh, watch your step.
It's open now, right? It's not like it's a door that we could close again.
No, it's this. It seems to be some sort of portal that's opened up, energy portal here that allows you to walk through the wall. There's no door here.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I'm walking through.
Okay. Bholen takes a step through. The rest of you, what do you want to do?
What happens to Bholen?
You see Bholen walk through the reddish light, and you see him slowly moving off into the distance.
I'm gonna message Bholen. Everything okay? Pull my little wire out.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine with him. Yeah.
I am going to look through Lizzo's eyes and have her walk through.
Okay. Lizzo sort of skitters into the room behind Bholen, and she makes it through just fine. And you see Bholen walking ahead through the dark space towards a tiny light in the distance. And Bholen is almost transfixed. Yeah, except for this tiny light.
All right. I'm going to pull out my mace and cast light on it and
Okay.
hold it up like a torch.
Yep. The room and lights up.
But it's not like a Stargate teleporter or anything?
No, nothing seems to have happened to him. He hasn't changed in any positions. He's been able to enter into this temple-like structure.
Can she come back out through the portal?
She skitters right back out. Yeah. This time when she comes out, though, there's a slight flash as the red energy begins to twitch a bit.
I'll message Trago back and just say everything seems fine. I'm fine. It's just a dark room.
All right. I'm gonna go through, but I'm gonna stay right just inside the portal.
Well, hold on one second, because I'm thinking I need to grab I want to take the amulet with me.
That's what I'm gonna do with the mage hand. How far away is the amulet from the portal, Matt?
It's only like about 10 feet away.
Okay, so I'll do that with mage hand if I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna when I'm through the portal, I'm gonna cast mage hand and see if I can bring it outside into the first room.
Okay.
Does it go through the portal fine?
Isn't
Yeah,
that
the
gonna
mage
trap
hand
us
does
in
actually
there?
go through the portal. When it comes through this time, though, it also flickers again. This time a little stronger. It seems like the energy is beginning to dissipate a bit.
All right.
I think closing that, because that's going to close the portal. We're going to be stuck.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But it's going to close anyway, because it looks like the energy is getting,
But do we want the rest of those guys, the monsters, to chase us?
Okay,
No.
so I'm going to follow Trago in and tell him, get ready to grab my amulet. I don't know about the ring, because
And I can't. Yeah, I can't. Can I yell? Am I close enough to yell back? Like, grab my ring.
Yeah, I would say you'd only walk 20, 30 feet, so you're...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 3 of us through. Eric,
Grago,
are you muted?
I'm going to walk through, but I'm
I'm
not
going
going to
through.
send Lizzo to get the ring. I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm Grago. I probably went first.
apparently not.
Okay.
All right, what's the play? Do I get the ring and the amulet if I can?
Are you picking them off one at a time? Which one are you taking first?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Caroline, you want your amulet?
No, I want the amulet. Grab the amulet. Because that
Oh.
it helps us with the undead.
All right, so I'm going to grab the amulet and bring it back as quick as I can. Or should I grab them both and then bring them back?
Yeah, I would grab them both if you can. One trip.
Yeah, I'll grab them both and then bring it back as quick as I can.
Give me a quick dexterity check.
For all the marbles, boys.
I am going to leave
Not bad.
Lizzo
Dex is plus
out
4,
there.
Okay. Lizzo's thing out there, yeah.
So I think I can only get so it says when the familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. But it doesn't say anything if, like, it doesn't disappear if I get outside that 100 feet, right?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to have her hanging out.
Okay. Yep.
All right, Dex check is 18.
18. Okay. Yep. Trigo, as you pull off the amulet, you see that the energy field shakes and it drops by about a third of its size, begins to twitter and to flutter. You run over and grab the other one as well, and you are just quick enough that the mage hand is able to pull it through before the energy dissipates. And there you guys are staring at a black wall where there used to be a red energy portal that is now entirely sealed off. Bholen is standing there with his mace, shooting off light into this room.
How big is it? Is it just like a hallway? Is it a...
The room, as Bholen, as you lift up your light and look around, you see that this room is not like the place you just came from. Instead of this rough-hewn stone, it's actually smooth, polished walls, forming something of an ovoid shape above you. And far up on the ceiling, you see that there are these odd niches in the ceiling. There's two very large circles, and then there are two smaller ones with a very large carved space further down with the jutting sharp edges sticking out of it. And you're immediately struck by how silent it is in this room. You hear the occasional dripping sound that echoes through the chamber, but beyond this, nothing but the constant whispers.
Oh, we do still hear the whispers.
The whispers are still there.
Are they louder?
Slightly louder, yeah.
Okay.
And there's the bright light in front of us.
Yeah. There's a light off in the distance, you see.
So I'm going to take the amulet back.
Oh, damn it. All right, I give it back to him.
And my ring.
Fine. I give it back to him.
Unless actually, maybe you should hang on to it. Might be good for a rogue to have something that turns you invisible.
Wait, this turns me invisible?
Doesn't it just stun you?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. It hurts you.
Yeah, I don't want anything from Lathander anyway. I give it back to him.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
so Matt, we're kind of how close are we? We're in a group, or are we in a line?
Yeah.
What are we?
I would assume you're kind of in a circle now at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah. I wanna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Excellent.
And what that does, it puts a veil of silence around us, and we all get a +10 on dexterity.
Excellent.
You mean stealth or all dexterity?
For stealth, yeah.
Nice.
So within 30 people who are within 30 feet of me, including me, has a +10 bonus to dexterity. Stealth,
Nice. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
I suppose I go out front. How much light does your thing cast, Tim?
I think it's like 20 feet of bright light and then 10 feet of dim light after that. So
Okay.
30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
20 foot bright, 20 foot dim.
Okay, so 40.
So it's 40 feet.
As you guys move into the center of the room, you notice that inlaid into the floor are various colored cut stones and a gigantic representation of what, the more you look around, looks to be the island of Theondir. And overlaid onto this map of sorts is another stone shape, a triangle with skulls on the 3 points of the triangle. One skull in the northwest of the island, another in the north, and a third in the southwest. And in the center of the island, which is also the center of the triangle, is the inlaid symbol of a female drow hand with silver rings on its fingers. And on the northwest skull, on the floor, out of the gaping mouth of the skull, sits a single dark stone altar. It's the only structure that you see in the room at this point. And on top of the black stone stands a single lit candle, flickering gently in the air.
So we're okay. So we were in the room where the light was emanating from.
Yep, and you see now that that's the source of the light is this single candle on top of this stone black altar.
And so we're kind of coming in from the south, based on the map.
Yeah, you're coming in from the south, exactly, moving. Yeah.
Matt, do I recognize the name Kia Roncelli or the Lady of the Dead?
Give me another Arcana check.
Do those
with
skulls,
advantage? With advantage, actually, this time.
Okay.
Do those skulls? Do they line up with any cities or known areas of the map?
Give me an investigation check for you, also, Niv.
17.
17.
For
The name is indeed familiar to you. The Lady of the Dead has been something of a mystery in this area. There was something connected to this area before 7 generations ago, before Silas came here. So it's not strange that this temple-like structure is here. You do recognize the name. It's certainly nothing friendly to Lathander, nothing friendly either to Bahamut.
I got a 20 with that investigation.
Okay. You see immediately that the skulls do seem to line up with certain... well, I mean, there are different places on the map. The skull on the south, on the northwest, does seem to line up exactly with where you are on the mine. And the symbol of the female drow hand with the silver rings seems to line up exactly with the city of Theondir.
Do we know what the other two line up with? Can we see?
It seems to be unmarked land areas there. There's nothing marking this mine either on the skull.
Just a random question. What is the name of the island? Because the city is Theondir?
Yep, the island is Falandir.
Falandir, okay.
Does anybody have any skills with map making or anything so we could kind of pinpoint where that other skull and maybe investigate at a later date? So I'm assuming this is kind of obvious to all of us, or is it just Niv that's seeing this?
I mean, Niv is making the connections. I don't know if he wants to tell them to you or not, but
So but the other two, I don't recognize what city or landmark or anything.
yeah, you don't
South
recognize
and
city landmarks. You just know the general directions. Yeah.
And that's South Skull and Northeast Skull?
Let me see here. Let me make sure I get this right. One skull in the northwest, another in the north,
Which
and
is the
third in
mine.
southwest. Yeah, the northwest is where you currently are.
Okay.
And this is on an altar. Is there anything else around the altar? Is there anything?
As you begin to move around the altar, Caroline, you notice also in front of the altar, well, you didn't see when you came in because the light isn't so bright. There's a small pool of water, apparently for ritual washing of some sort. And as you begin to look around and investigate this, you see there's an inscription, again, in both Abyssal and Elvish, is carved into the side of the stone wall of the pool. And it says, written in large letters, Veritas revelatur aquam. Through water, truth is revealed.
Okay. Who's going to drink it?
Or just stick their head in. Maybe it's like the seeing pool in Lord of the Rings, where you just stare into it.
All right, so I'll go. Can I get a little closer to the water?
Yeah, you can.
Can I stop him Hold on. Remember the trappy traps, the stabby stab?
Okay, sure. Good point.
Let's just slow down a little bit. I'm gonna investigate the altar a little bit and see what I can find.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's really good. So that's going to be a 19 plus, I think, 6 or 7. 25.
Okay, the altar, you don't notice any traps. It seems to be completely a normal stone altar. Are you also investigating the pool?
I will investigate the pool, yeah.
Okay. As you come over to the pool to investigate it, how close do you want to get? What do you want to do? Do you want to look into it?
No. I'm not looking into it. I'm looking around. Is it like in a bowl, or is it just like sunk in?
It's built off the floor, about 1.5 feet.
Oh.
It sinks in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look around it, but I'm not like.
Okay. Yeah, you don't pick up any traps or any feelings of that around.
Well,
the pool
while they're
either.
doing this, looking around, Matt, can I, in my second spell book, try and make a map, copy what I see of the map and the triangle and.
Yep. Give me a dexterity check just to see how well you do on that drawing.
Now, do I get a +10 for this, or is path?
No,
path
just
without a
stealth.
trace
That's just for
Just
stealth.
stealth. Yeah, just stealth.
How long does that last, Paul? An hour?
An hour.
And it's what you said, just straight dexterity.
Yep. If you have any
7.
7. Okay. Well, you pull out your book and you sort of sketch out
Use your left hand.
something that looks kind of similar to what you see on the floor.
Oh God.
Okay, so if Trigger didn't find any traps or anything like that, I want to go look at this water. Not, I want to stick anything in it. I just kind of want to,
Caroline, as you peer deeply into the dark water, you see in the ripples of the water the reflection of a familiar sight, a sight that has been haunting you for the past few days. The horrific sight reminiscent of a recent dream you've had. The vision plays out again, almost as if in slow motion this time. The darkly cloaked figure charging into the center of your village, the amulet around its neck, the figure dropping to its knees and thrusting the amulet onto the ground, death spreading through the village. But this time, you see something new. A blazing flash of light as everything goes silent. Reality is held in suspense. And after a few seconds, or minutes, or hours, or days, it's difficult to say, a tall and proud figure walks into the center of the village. Brilliant white light blazing from his cloak as he strides over to the amulet. His face now revealed, you recognize him immediately as Lathander. He bows down in a fluid movement and sweeps up the amulet. Holding it firmly in his hand, he closes his eyes as a warm light begins to radiate from his grasp. After just a brief moment, the light slowly fades and the Lathander once again opens his eyes, and kneeling, he places the amulet back on the ground where he found it. Another flash of white light, and he's gone. Silence again, but this time silenced and fused with a growing sense of peace. And after a few seconds or minutes or hours or days, it is difficult to say, you catch sight of another figure, a dragonborn that you know all too well. A look of sadness washing across his face as he likewise walks to the center, picking up the amulet, placing it around his neck before he exits the village into the dark countryside beyond. A dark countryside that melds slowly back into the rippling waters of the dark pool below you.
Okay, well, I'm probably pretty stunned by this. This is different from what I remember the dream. So Lathander's, so I'm going to tell Bholen for sure about this. I mean, I don't understand what Lathander would have done. I don't know. I step back and I know I tell Bholen, does this sound? I mean, what? I don't know. Give me some insight here. I'm trying to figure out what
Lathander is leading you towards what he feels is your path.
Matt, do we hear this? Paul
As he speaks
Caroline,
with...
no, is
Yeah, I
Caroline
mean,
telling the story?
I'll tell everybody. I'll make sure so everybody can hear it. But Bholen is the person I'm talking to.
Well, after Bholen speaks, then I'm like, or it's all bullshit and your god's fucking an asshole. Just my experience. Just speaking from experience. Gods can be assholes.
True.
Burnt down a wine shop.
He also helped us escape from the Theondir prison.
And
Did he? I don't remember that so much. I remember being on fire.
Okay, hold on.
Happy misunderstanding.
Well, what happens when you look in the water? Like,
All right. I'll look in the water. What happens when I look in?
When you peer into the water, you see the ripples fade to a vision of yourself walking across on a bridge, across a deep, dark chasm. The bridge is glowing in radiant white light. A figure clothed in almost translucent, flowing white robes is leading you, beckoning you to follow. With each step, you find your legs becoming more and more tired, but you continue on. And after a few seconds, you arrive in the center of the bridge where the figure stops and slowly turns to face you, holding out a dagger in his hand. Finish what you started by the waters in Mittendorf. Extinguish the light. There is a tense pause as you look down at the brilliant white bridge on which you're standing. Around your feet, small cracks begin to form that hauntingly begin to extend outward, making the way across the entire bridge. In your head, you hear a nearly inaudible female voice. Good, good, good. And with a flash, you snatch up the dagger and plunge it into the chest of the figure before you with a horrific splattering of blood upon the white robes. As the blood-soaked figure collapses, your own legs likewise give out as the bridge crumbles beneath you and you are swallowed up by the darkness. Darkness that is transformed once again into the dark water of the pool into which you now gaze.
What the fuck?
did you just kill your god?
I don't know what I did.
Why don't we let old Groggle take a look?
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no other altars, right?
This
on
is the only
other
altar
three.
in this room. Yeah, as you searched around, this is all you see. Yeah.
Is the
And it's-
candle that's on it? Does it look like a normal candle, as in there's wax, melted wax built up?
It is a normal looking candle, but there is no wax. The candle doesn't seem to burn out. There's not a pileup of wax that you'd expect if you had
Okay.
hundreds of candles that you could burn down. It seems to be stationary in its burning.
Do the other two skulls look like they used to have altars and have been moved, or candles have been placed on the floor?
Give me another investigation check around those other skulls.
13.
I can say with a 13 that it doesn't seem to appear that there had been anything there before. It's pretty smooth on the floor. There's nothing around there. There's no wax. There don't seem to be any altars that were on those other skulls. Only on the skull on the northwest position.
So I'm gonna ask if anyone has any candles. Does anyone have any candles with them?
I'm pretty sure I have candles, but
I have my explorer's pack, but I don't think there's candles in that.
I do have candles. The burglar's pack has candles.
Can I borrow 2 candles?
I see where you're going with this. Yeah, I'll give him 2 candles.
Okay, I'm gonna take the 2 candles, light them at the altar candle,
Mhm.
and then put lit candles on the other 2 skulls.
Okay. Yeah. You walk over to the other two skulls. You set the candles down, and they're sitting there nicely, burning like normal. These candles, however, are beginning to slowly burn out in the way the other one doesn't.
Nothing else happens. No
Nothing else happens at this point.
sound, light, nothing.
It illuminates the room a bit more at this point, but that's about all that happens.
Yeah. It was a good theory. So, does Bholen, do you tell us what your stream is?
I'll put those out and give them back to
Okay.
Trago before they burn out. So,
I mean, yeah, I'll tell everybody. It looks like Lathander gave me a dagger. Was it Lathander, the bright figure on the bridge that was with me?
You didn't see the face very clearly, but it's similar clothing to Lathander. You're not entirely sure.
Why wouldn't he show his face? If it was, unless
Did
it was
I-
some sort of deception.
Did I see the face of the figure, the white figure in my vision?
You did see the face of him, and it was in fact Lathander.
It was.
Yeah.
So,
Why
yeah,
would
why
he
would
show
he not-
Carolon and not me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe it's a test of my faith.
Hmm.
Everything's a test of your faith. Maybe
Groggle,
he's not
what do
who
you
he
see?
says he is.
What is? I mean, everybody
Yeah.
probably has a piece of this puzzle, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to look.
So
I'll take a
what-
look. Fine.
sorry, Matt or Eric, did I recognize the person I was stabbing? Like, I'm having trouble remembering what happened in Mittendorf. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. In Mittendorf, you had sort of gone into a trance, and you woke up down by the river with a bloody splotch on the ground, and you had yourself been attacked, and you had taken some damage in your leg, and there was a blood stain moving into the water where apparently a body had been either fallen off or had crawled off or had disappeared. And that's when you jumped into the water, you were sucked in by the stream, and you hit your head and passed out. And when you woke up, then you came back to the top of the bridge enjoying the fight that was up there.
So whatever transpired during that attack, I don't remember that.
You don't remember? No,
Okay.
it was black to you.
Okay.
I'd like to take a look.
Groggle, give me a dexterity check as you get close to the pool, just to make sure you don't fall in.
and where is the pool? Is by the
16.
altar?
16. It's slightly off to the side, but still within close range. I'd say 15 feet of the altar. Groggle, you're able to make your way up, no problem, to the pool. And as you bend over with your slightly inebriated state, you're able to hold your balance as you look down. And as you see into the dark waters, they begin to glimmer and shine as if there were flickering lights underneath the surface. And these lights begin to shift and to move, forming constellations that look like the stars of the night sky. And under the sky, you see a tall, strong figure looking upwards, adorned in worn armor, morning star in his hand, panting intensely as blood drips down the weapon across his hand. And on the ground in front of him lies a gnarled figure, face down, gasping for breath, as a pool of blood begins to form from behind his cloaked head. And suddenly you hear a great cheer go up as a large crowd comes into view, encircling the two figures. One by one, individuals begin to step forward from the crowd, and one by one, they reveal their solemn faces. You see stepping forward the Eldian military Captain Darden, who you killed in Haroldheim. You see the next person stepping forward, the senile old man Veriman, who you murdered on the bridge settlement of Mittendorf.
This is going to take
Two
a
more
while, isn't it?
figurines walk forward. You see the half Kenku Zanu and his brother Baz, who you ran blades through at the Riverside Respite and in Lower Gatetown. Off to the other side, Burns Mad Eye, whose throat you slit at the Riverside Respite, steps forward. Behind you, the Theondir guard Halvard, who you disemboweled at the Rickety Knee. And finally, the druid Phalong, who you just killed outside of this very mine, steps forward. With haunting voices, these individuals all look to the standing figure and cry out in unison, "Finish your task!" as he raises his morning star and drops it with a sickening thud. As the life escapes the body strewn on the ground, the standing figure gives a final kick, rolling the body on its back, a deathly stare, now looking upward from the bloodied face of you, Groggle. And dropping the morning star, a broad grin begins to move across the face of the victor, a face of someone that you recognize from long ago, the face of Azhug, now caught up in a deeply sinister laugh as a new uproar of cheers from the crowd drowns him out, and as everything slowly fades back to water.
I kind of shrug and walk away.
You tell us what it is?
Yeah, I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, what'd you see, buddy? Tell us then. Groggle tells us what the vision was. So is all the people that you murdered here in the last...
I do it really dumb-like, though. Like, I saw a bunch of people I killed.
Okay, and then...
Just get out of here.
Caroline, you saw somebody that you murdered as well?
Well, it was my whole village that was murdered.
But did you do it?
No.
Did you somehow cause that to happen?
I think these are regrets, kind of, because I regret I wasn't there to save my village. I wasn't there. I discovered it after, but I don't know why Lathander would have. Maybe he's forgiving me.
Groggle doesn't regret killing anybody.
No, I can't. I got to play my alignment. I don't.
It's like a highlight.
And I don't even remember doing
highlight.
What it's.
Yeah, it was like my pump up video. Like pump up.
You have a hype video.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But you're the one who's killed in that. You're the one who's like being slaughtered.
No,
I was the one slaughtering.
Was
right,
he the one?
Matt?
No, you were the one on the ground.
Yeah, you were being slaughtered.
Murdered by Azhug.
I missed that part.
Who's this guy that kills you in this vision?
You know, I don't. If Matt told me, I forgot who that is. Is that a god?
Azhug is someone that you've had contact with back from your previous life, who was a commander in the military.
Okay. Well, I'm still alive now, bitches. That was just a vision. Doesn't mean nothing.
And you, Tim, you're like killing somebody and you don't remember it, and maybe there's some kind of...
Told me to finish what I started.
All right.
Basically, the thread here is, so far, is we all have unfinished business.
Right.
Okay.
And somehow our paths are converging. Trago, do you
well, how about
what happens if you both stare at the same time?
What happens if we start moving on? Obviously, there's nothing to learn here.
So what? You said there was like
too stupid.
There was holes in the ceiling or something, Matt.
Yeah, it's some niches carved out of the really smooth ceiling. Yeah.
And if I stand right underneath one of them, what am I standing on the map?
Right directly underneath one of the two larger holes there, you're still a bit further away from the center. There's these two larger holes and these two smaller holes. But actually, give me a quick perception check, Niv, while you're staring up.
13.
13. It seems... The more you sit and stare at it, you see sort of sticking out of these niches. You see it almost looks to be a carving of the face of a skeleton. It sort of comes to you. You see these two holes that look like eyes, and these two smaller holes where the nostrils would have been, and then the other hole with mouth, teeth. This room seems to be actually an ovoid form of a large skeleton head.
And we're inside of it.
Inside.
Say, Tim, can you think of any significance as to why, when we entered this space, we put in the ring and the amulet and the poem was revealed, why it was written in Elvish and Abyssal? That would imply that they're... Elvish makes sense.
Drow elves.
Not Dwarvish?
I mean, drow elves thrive in the darkness.
None of us can read Dwarvish, that's why.
Not dwarves, drow.
No,
Right.
I know, but that's why it wasn't written in Dwarvish. It would have been, Matt went, wait, none of them can read Dwarvish. We'd have been sitting there looking at some.
It almost seems like yin and yang, like black and white, light and dark. Because what are the sayings keep saying? From destruction brings life.
Yeah.
You know,
It's going to be a battle of good and evil, isn't it?
I mean,
it's Dungeons and Dragons.
So-
No, I'm not. No,
That would be a little too cliche.
My character is saying this. This is going to be one of those battle for good and evil type things that we got involved in, and now we're screwed.
Well, so the poem, it said extinguish the light twice.
what if we put the candle out?
Well,
Can we
that's.
put the candle?
Do we want to? We might unleash something. Maybe it is a key or a lock or something. And Matt, while they're doing all this, I want to work my way over to the map and investigate really closely the skulls and just kind of see if I can see anything, you find anything there.
Okay, give me another investigation check real quick.
Oh, that's cocked. Damn it, that would have been good too. Ooh, even better. 15 plus, I think it's 7. 21.
21. Okay. I mean, it's a skull that you see on the floor, but I mean, as you look around, I mean, you do see that there is obviously a connection between the shape of this room. It's the same exact shape as the skull inlaid into the floor, and you begin to see now that this temple structure that you came in is exactly what is represented on the map there.
Yeah.
Is it a human skull?
Yes, looks like it. Humanoid.
So what's past the altar? Can we see anything?
The room continues on, and it sort of curves down to the floor once again, completing
no
this
other
ovoid
exits?
structure. No, this room is sealed off. Seems to be the final room of the altar, of the altar room, the final room of the temple.
Oh.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed the ring and the amulet.
You know what we did forget to do
What?
is drop that anchor that we got, that we could dimension door out of here. You know, that little
Oh, who's got
device we
that?
got? I do.
Oh
I
my
don't-
God! I completely forgot about that thing.
I don't actually say that to you, but I'm just
Yeah.
as meta. I'm just saying it like we forgot to do that.
Well, hold on here.
That would have been very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
would've been-
then.
I'm just
I'm
going
the
to
dumbass.
Well, I guess in that case, I'm going to try to investigate the walls and try to see if there's a hidden door or anything. A different way out.
Yeah, give me another investigation check.
It's 17.
17. You don't seem to find anything. It seems very smooth, polished walls that move into the floor. There doesn't seem to be any other way out of this at this point.
Matt, did you see there was a throne in this room, or is it just an altar in the pool?
It's just a stone altar, stone altar on which sits this single candle that's flickering in the light.
I mean, we should put the candle out.
Well, wait. So if I get closer to the candle, does my amulet? Did I notice any difference? Any change?
Your amulet does get a little brighter the closer you get to the candle as well.
Okay, so what if I mean, I'll hold it up again and I'll say from light to life, from darkness to deep to death.
Candle flickers a little more, but remains in place.
Okay. Nothing else happens. Do we still hear the voices in our head? And the stench? Do I still smell?
The stench has at this point disappeared as you came into this other room.
Kind of like it in here, guys. I don't know.
And Niv and Trago, you don't want to...
Nope. I don't need to relive any of that shit.
Okay.
Could help.
I mean, Groggle, any ideas?
Nope.
So I'm just going to walk up to the candle and...
Okay.
Is it giving us
Bholen.
heat?
Because fuck it.
Okay, Bholen, as you walk up to the candle, Do you want me to pause there? No? Trego? You're like, what? Wait, what?
Do I see him do this?
You see him walking over to the altar, yes.
I'm moving away from the altar and the map. I'm like going to start like kind of scurrying away, like, I'm going to see what happens here.
Okay.
Not super far, but...
Stay within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, within like 30 feet.
Bholen, as you make your way over to this candle, and you take your hand and place it above the candle, give me a quick Constitution check.
Check? Not saving throw?
Or, sorry, save.
Oh.
Save.
Oh.
That sucks. Oh, shit. That fell off the table. 9.
Okay. Immediately, your neck... you feel this shooting of needles in your neck where the creature initially grabbed you,
that's right.
and where you had lost your vision for a matter of seconds, and you immediately take 1 point of psychic damage, so not much. And as you go and you extinguish this candle, you put the flame out, and immediately the pool behind you begins to light up, and there's a pause. And then the candle lights again. At this point, the pool is now illuminated.
What do you mean? Like the whole thing is illuminated, or like is there a ring around
There's
it?
There's a glow coming out of the pool at this point.
If I turn around and look into it, or well, yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna turn around and look into the pool now. Do I see anything different in my head, or?
You see a still image, nothing that moves. At this point, it seems to be an image of Silas. You recognize Silas standing there. It's just a picture, though. It's not moving. There's no story at this point. It's just standing there, a still image of Silas.
I'll gesture over to everybody else. Does anybody else see anything different when they look in the pool?
All of you see the same image, still image of Silas.
And it's just like a reflection in the pool, basically.
Yeah.
Nothing
what did
in the room or on the map?
Nothing else happening around the map, no.
And what did the inscription say? It was something, truth from water or something?
Through water, truth is revealed. In Latin, or whatever.
And it's Silas.
Think we should drink the water?
Is Silas a bad guy?
Silas is one of the
Silas
sons
was
of Silas.
Yep, the founder of Theondir. Yep.
Right, I get that, but is he a bad guy?
Or maybe
He's
it's
dead
showing
though,
us
right?
the true king.
Yeah, like that's the line.
Caroline, your amulet is also flickering a bit more now at this point.
Did I smell anything? Do I smell the blood and the...
You don't smell anything, no.
All right, I'm going to take a drink of the water.
Well, I was going to take a ball bearing and throw it in the water to see if it does anything. No one's touched the water yet, have they?
No.
No.
Because we don't even know if it's water yet. I'm going to try to stop Caroline before he does.
This seems to be a
I'm going to take one of my ball bearings that I have and just like throw it into the water or throw it into the pool or whatever.
All right, I'll stop and watch.
As the ball bearing hits the water, the ripples go across the water. And now the image changes. It's now another still image. It's Silas once again, but he's standing in battle, surrounded by hordes of undead soldiers.
Another ball bearing? Oh.
Sorry, do they look like they're serving him or attacking him?
It looks like they're attacking him. He's got his sword up as if he's striking them down.
So
you see several of them around him.
Good call, because I thought it was the other way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw another ball bearing in.
Okay, once more the image changes. And this time you see the same sort of thing with Silas standing in the middle. But now you see another mage standing by his side, staff blazing in flame, as the leader of this charge. Off in the distance, a female drow adorned in a black breastplate with a black helmet and a black shield is retreating into the darkness.
Do I recognize who it is?
Give me a quick Arcana check.
Arcana. 19.
You do recognize it as the figure of Ildrox, the Unwavering.
Okay.
Standing alongside Silas.
Wait, Ildrox is still alive, isn't he?
He's the head of the.
Sincari.
Yeah, he's the. And how long ago was Silas the king? Like
It was generations, wasn't it?
Yeah,
generations ago,
time.
yeah. Many generations
so what's
ago.
his name's an elf then?
Ildrox?
The mage Ildrox, is he an elf? Do we know?
He's a human.
He's a human?
But he is he's a high-ranking mage.
So just common knowledge thing, Matt, would we know? Obviously, probably Niv does. Like, if you're a really good, high-ranking mage, do you just live longer? Or is there other ways? Like, do you have to actually do something in order to gain longer life as a human?
Well, there are different spells that would give you longer life.
There's some the Jedi consider unnatural.
All right.
Worse.
Well, do we keep going with? I got plenty of ball bearings. We can just keep throwing shit in until we come to the end.
Yeah. I mean,
all right. I'll throw another one in.
Okay. As the next one goes, the image shifts once again. And you see now a still of the very room in which you are standing in. And you see, strangely enough, a picture of all of you in the positions where you are now standing in this room. But strangely enough, Bholen is not in the same position. He's standing behind the altar. The candle has been extinguished. And behind his shoulder looms a dark female figure with a black helmet, black breastplate, and black shield.
I mean, if I turn around, is there somebody there?
There isn't, no.
And there's nobody by the altar.
I want to put on the ring. If I put on the ring, is there anybody behind me if I put the ring on?
As you put the ring on, Bholen, the rest of the room goes strangely gray. And you see a reddish emanating figure behind the altar.
Oh, shit.
And you hear in a female voice, she says to you,
"Oh, God.
Good.
Fucking chick from your dream."
What do you want from me?
You hear her pause for a second. And she says to you, Bholen, you are nearly finished with your task. And then she repeats, the reign of the dead, the coming of the night, enter with dread, extinguish the light. Extinguish the light.
Well, you gotta kill her.
She fades.
Do we see does she disappear then? Does Bholen disappear?
You guys don't see her. No, Bholen is still standing there.
Okay, did we hear him ask her? Did we hear him talk at all, or
you didn't hear him say that? No.
Is the candle a different color in this plane dimension?
It is. It's a reddish glow that you didn't see before.
If I walk over and, take my mace and crush the candle.
Taking lessons from Graugle.
What? Yeah.
You pull out your mace.
Oh, boy.
And you crush the candle with a single swipe, and the flame goes out for the second time, and you hear the voice, good. And behind you guys now, suddenly this fountain that was illuminated shoots up with even more light, and now you see a scene unfolding from inside of the fountain. There's a flash as the vision moves to the waterfront, where all of you see a fleet of ships flying the flag of Nova Uranos, bearing down on the coastline. The lead ship makes ground, and a figure adorned with an ornate crown steps down, making his way to the same female drow, adorned in black armor, who had been leading the undead army, fighting Silas and Ildrox, where he kneels before her. And behind you, you see each one of you shackled in chains and groveling in the dirt. Each of you, that is, except for Bholen, who is nowhere to be seen. The image fades, and suddenly the water begins to drain downwards out of the fountain, and there is a loud thud as suddenly a set of spiral stone stairs leads down in what looks to be the crypt of the temple. Let's take a quick break there for a pee break, and we'll continue in a few minutes.
God.
All right, guys. Bholen extinguished the flame for the second time by slamming it with his mace, and immediately the fountain drained of its water, revealing a a stone spiral staircase leading down to what appears to be the crypt of the temple. The image that you saw of the vision fades away, and you're left now with these wet stone stairs dripping and the sound of water flowing down below. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take my ring off. And did you guys see that too? You guys see all that?
I thought you smashed a fucking candle, you idiot.
Well, now we have a staircase. Now we have an exit.
Yeah, and what else do we have on our hands? Paul, you're muted, I believe.
I know.
Did we just unleash something bad?
I am going to pull my dagger on Bholen. Because if we were looking in that and we were all in chains and he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spin around and pull my dagger and accuse him of knowing exactly what he's doing in here.
I start down the stairs.
Groggles turns and walks away.
Groggles heading down the stairs. Yeah.
Yep.
Niv pulls his knife out, his dagger. Right on you.
Hey, man. I'm just as in the dark as all of you. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just as confused. None of this makes sense to me either. I'm not your enemy.
Well, that vision kind of implied that you are our enemy.
Well, it wasn't an implication. We were in chains, and he wasn't. And he put the candle out.
Well,
he was the first one to walk through the portal.
You were in chains. You didn't see me. For all you know, I could be dead. Or in chains somewhere else.
Remind me, Bholen, what are you wearing, by the way? Are you wearing your
I'm wearing my robe, my costume.
You've got your costume on.
Yeah.
He looks like a fender.
I want to do a insight check on Bholen. Is he telling the truth or if he's lying?
Yep, go ahead and give me an insight check.
All right, I'm going to use my luck because I'm a hobbit or a halfling, because that was a natural 1. And so a 10.
I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be pulling your leg at all. Straightforward in his response.
All right.
So Bholen, why don't you follow Gravel down? We'll follow behind you.
Yeah, I'm not putting my dagger away.
You're not?
No, I'm not. I'm not letting him off that easy. Something doesn't add up here.
Does the dagger he's holding look like the dagger that I saw in my vision?
No, it's not the same one. No, it's not the same one.
Okay. I'll start walking down. I'll start following Groggle.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way down these stairs. The rest of you are following Groggle and Bholen as well.
I pull my bow out.
Still has his dagger. You have your bow out, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we still have Pass Without a Trace?
Yep.
Yep.
You guys make your way down these stone stairs, and you come out now into another massive stone room. This time it's an ovoid shape, but it's the bottom half of it. So the floor seemed to cut through the top half of this skull shape. Now you have the bottom half of it. And in the bottom of this, you see on the far side of the room, you see several lights that are lit, that are illuminating this room. There's an arched opening on both sides of this through which moves a slow-moving stream of water that wraps around something of a center island that's flanked itself by 6 large pedestals in the water. And on top of each of these, there's a flame, and that's what's giving off the light. A reddish-orange fire blazing on its capital on the top of these. And in the center of the pool rests a single greenish stone sarcophagus. And as you move down the stairs, each of you is struck with an overwhelming sense of dread. All of you, that is, except for Bholen. Bholen, please give me a Constitution save.
You just die. Oh, son of a 7.
7. Perfect. Bholen, as you begin to step towards the center of the room, you suddenly feel a terrible shooting pain, like thousands of searing needles once again jabbing into your neck where you were pierced by the claws of the ghoul when you're dragged into the darkness of the mine. The pain explodes through your neck and into your head. And let me roll for that. You take 4 points of psychic damage, where your vision once again now becomes blurred and begins to fade. And as if by compulsion, or perhaps just by an overwhelming urge, you begin to wade through the water towards the sarcophagus.
Can I reach out and grab him?
Yeah.
As you reach out to grab him, go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Give me also a dexterity check, Bholen.
And like I'm visually like retching in pain now. Like
11.
Like they can see.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a... What, a dexterity?
Yeah.
Fucking 0.
0.
I rolled a 2
so
and
immediately,
I minus 2.
Immediately,
no,
Niv,
4.
You grab his arm, and Bholen turns to you, and he says, "I recognize this. I know what this is." Bholen, I'm stepping in for you a little bit here.
He turns to Niv.
And says that.
This doesn't help my case at all.
Give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion check, Bholen.
I don't know what's going on. I recognize this. I know what this is.
And
Groggle's
Niv, give me an insight. Sorry, give me an insight check, Niv.
Persuasion, Matt?
Yep.
17.
13.
He's not very persuasive to you, Niv, but he begins now to pull away from you and says, I let me go. I know the answer. I know this is what we were looking for. He begins to walk towards the sarcophagus, pulling you.
No, but I'm going to yell out to these other guys. Can I get a little help here?
I'll grab him too.
Okay, give me a strength check. This time, Bholen, with advantage. The rest of you, a normal strength check.
I got a 20.
Natural.
No.
13.
20. I rolled the 19 and the 17, plus 1.
Okay. Niv, your grasp, your hand slips off of Bholen. And Carolyn, as you come and also grab him, at this point, he yanks away from you and makes a V line straight for the sarcophagus, and he begins to run. You all have one chance to do well. Caroline, you did your action. Niv, you did action.
Fuck.
Trago, Groggle, do you want to do anything as he runs, bolts directly towards the sarcophagus?
How far away am I from him?
At this point, you are about. Let me see here. You're about 25 feet.
And he's running towards the
sarcophagus. Yes.
Where's the ring?
He's got it.
He's got it on my pouch.
Is it on his hand? Is it his pouch?
It's in my pouch. I put it
so obviously there's something weird going on.
A little bit.
I take out my crossbow and I shoot a bolt at him.
Okay. Give me an attack.
He only has 13 hit points.
It's true. This is a 24. 23.
Ooh. That would be a hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Roll damage.
That hits hard.
1d6 plus 1.
What do I have on?
5.
5 damage.
All right.
I was hoping I'd knock him down, though.
Yeah,
so
like,
Bholen, immediately you take a shot in your leg as blood spurts out, but you continue your charge. Now within a matter of feet, 10 feet away.
How far away is he from us? He's like 25, 30 feet.
At this point from you, he is he's now 35 feet away from you, Trago.
Wait,
I have no control over. Am I like being controlled, or do I know what I'm doing?
Yeah, I'll give you another Constitution check in a second, or a Constitution save.
That's a yes, Tim.
Can you do like a leg shot to not try to kill him, but try to incapacitate him? Like
you can try and shoot him at the leg, with a called shot. It'll be a disadvantage.
So I've got the rope, the rope of climbing. Can I try to lasso him?
You can in your next round.
Yeah, well, I get 2 attacks, but I have to be attacking.
Yeah.
Trago?
I'm gonna take a shot at him. We have health potions, so as long as we don't kill him outright.
Okay. Go ahead and take a shot.
What was my 16?
That hits.
That hits. What was 1d6 plus 4?
Ooh, good. Don't roll a 4 or higher, or I'm dead.
No, well, you got save. We'll bring you back.
I guess that's the point.
We'll bring you.
Kill your own cleric.
I rolled a 3.
I am now at 1
plus 4, so I hit 7.
So you oh my gosh. So Bholen is falling almost to his knees as you take this called shot into his leg, and he begins to fall, but is able now with 1 hit point left to sort of drag him, throw himself on top of the sarcophagus. And as he does that now, you see his head drop down to the stone. And instantly, a surge of reddish energy leaps off the sarcophagus and begins to weave its way around Bholen's arms, into his neck and into his head. You see life, energy, vitality coming into Bholen's body. Bholen, you now have full hit points again.
Wow.
And as that happens, with renewed vigor, you raise your head once again and lift your gaze. This time, however, there's a changed look in your eyes. Ever so slightly, you smile at your friends as you scan the room. And then you speak. And you say, I'm glad you've been able to join us. The lady needs her servants. And she also needs a sacrifice. And with that final word, there is a massive explosion, both to the north and the south, as the stone walls collapse. And suddenly now, countless skeletons begin to pour out of the gaping holes and to charge down upon you guys, with Bholen himself leading the attack. And let me show you how that looks.
Let's go.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, guys. So, Bholen, we're going to give you another Constitution check in a second, but You're going to be now fighting against your own group, using whatever means in your power to try and stop them. This is how it looks. These walls collapse. This one right here collapses. And you see now pouring in behind these walls appear to be skeletal figures coming charging in.
So is this like a river?
It's something like a stream of water that is flowing through this area in the crypt.
Is
and in
it
the
flowing
center of it,
right to left?
So exactly, moving this way. And in the center here, you see the sarcophagus here with Bholen now on it. Go ahead, everybody, and roll initiative.
Wait, Matt, can we see? Does it go underneath? There's like, where does it go?
Oh, it heads out this direction and this direction.
And does it go under the wall? I mean, can we see anything? Or is it just
heads out into the darkness, into the corridor.
2.
I got
4.
12.
All right, let's go 25, 20. Anybody there? 25, 20. No. Okay. 15, 20.
21. Sorry, I was muted.
21. Okay, Niv. Yes. 15 to 20. Nobody. Holy moly. Well, then that's the skeletons get to go there. And 10 to 15.
Yeah, I got a 12.
12. Okay. 5 to 10.
I got a 6.
Oh, Trago. Up to 5?
4.
4 for Bholen. And you, Groggle, got a 2.
Yep.
All right. Okay, Niv, go ahead. You can start us out now. The skeletons are pouring into this room. I can actually remove those.
Okay,
remove those there to show you how that looks. The skeletons begin pouring into this room. And as they hold on a second. Got to fix my audio here. And immediately, as they begin pouring into the room, you see that these pillars begin to flash with brilliant light as these skeletons are now charging down upon you. What would you like to do, Niv?
And then you said there's candles on the pillars or just lights?
It's fire. It's a blazing fire on top of these pillars.
How tall are they?
They're about 7-8 feet tall, sticking out of the water.
And how deep is the water?
I mean, Bholen was able to wade through it, so it's not that deep. I mean, it's waist deep, perhaps, at its deepest place that Bholen got across.
Okay. Can I just move south towards that nearest pillar into the water?
Yep.
And try and cup enough water. I don't know, I guess I don't have a hat or a bucket or anything. Try and put out the fire on the top of that column.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I would say you don't even need a dexterity check because it should be possible to do that. As you throw the water up onto this, immediately that flame goes out. And there's a sort of like shooting pain when that happens. It comes to you, Bholen, and you take 3 points of psychic damage.
That worked better than I thought. That's going to be my turn then.
Okay.
Can we tell that Bholen took damage there, or?
Give me a perception check, actually.
I got a 15.
God damn it. No, that's a skill, so I can do. It's 14.
Okay, Caroline, both of you notice he winces, sort of pulls back when that happens. Strangely, yes. Skeleton's turn. These guys are going to run in, and these guys are going to immediately take off into the center of the water, moving this direction. That will be the end of their turn. The guys on top are going to try and charge down onto you, Groggle. Yes, both of them are going to be able to get into range with you, Groggle. And they're going to take attacks on you. So here we go. 16 and a 7.
No. AC is 18.
Okay, both of them come striking down with their swords immediately, missing you. And you see behind them now 2 new skeletons pour into each of these areas. They begin to enter the room from both sides. 2 more skeletons. Okay, that is the end of the skeleton's turn. Caroline, you are up.
Oh, you're muted, Paul.
So I'm going to step forward and hold up my amulet and chant the from light to life, from darkness to death, to get them to back away from us.
Okay. Let me roll a Constitution save. The one of them, in fact, begins to take off 30 feet away from you. It's
a Wisdom save, actually.
Yep.
Okay.
So one of them, because what is your DC on there?
I don't know that, because I don't know what the DC is.
What's your spell DC?
It'll be on your 3rd page of your character sheet at the top. Spell save DC.
I mean, I rolled an 18, so I'm assuming that's
13. Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Okay. So one of them stays in combat with Groggle. The other one takes off. Groggle, you get an attack of initiative actually, or opportunity when he leaves. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
What about the other 2 coming out? Are they within 30 feet?
They are not. No.
What about Bholen? Does it affect him at all?
Bholen remains unaffected by it.
8. And if you know what my bonus is, you know that was a natural 1. An 8.
Oh.
Okay, so as the skeleton flees, you take a swipe at it, but miss horribly.
So
Trigo, you're up. Yeah,
but
Caroline?
I get 2. I get 2.
Get a second.
Yeah.
You get 2 attacks or 2 actions?
Isn't that only with Sora?
No. I get 2 more if she's, or I get 1 more if she's there. But
okay.
If I attack, it's 2. So I guess that really technically isn't an attack. So
so you used your action up there. So we jump over now to Trigo. What would you like to do?
I'm going to yell, "Extinguish the fires!" And then, where am I? Am I that little guy that's off to the left a little bit there?
This little guy right here. Yep.
All right. Can I take a shot at the skeleton that Groggle is fighting?
I would say you're gonna have disadvantage because he's in pretty good cover. You're gonna be shooting for 2 of them.
I'm gonna move closer to the north fire, the north torch thing there.
Yep.
To get a better shot. I don't really need to hide behind because he's engaged. I'm gonna take a shot with my bow at him.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, 18 plus
hit.
So 24 I hit.
Hit.
And then I get sneak attack.
Sneak attack on that as well, yeah. Oh, you're gonna pulverize him.
Where's my other D4? So 44. Oh wait, short bow 46, yeah. Ooh, that is really good. 24.
24. Wow.
Yeah.
So you come striking out with this shot, and it hits him right in the breast area there, and basically the skeleton just falls to pieces onto the floor. An incredible shot, and he is done.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move right up to the close torch.
Okay. Excellent.
Not to metagame, but is the water over my head?
Good call. Let me see here. Not in this position. You're close enough to the side that it's pretty shallow. If you get a little deeper, it might be though.
All right. And then that will be bonus action to move, so I can't. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Bholen, you're up. Let's start off by giving me a Constitution save.
Nope. 2.
2. Okay. So you still feel this sharp pain in your neck from this claw, this sort of poison that was injected into you. You take 3 points of psychic damage.
Do I get all my spells back? My spell slots?
No, just your hit points.
Okay.
You.
Well, so I'm just compelled to kill every.
You're compelled to to fight off these intruders into this temple.
Oh boy.
Bholen, no, there's still good in you.
So who's that to my northeast? Is that
Trago? You in the water?
Right here is Trago.
Yeah. Or sorry, northwest. The one to the others.
This is Niv.
Okay.
And you've got Caroline up here, and you got Groggle here.
Can I move 30 feet to the west of my position?
Absolutely, right there.
Let's move a little bit closer to Niv. And I'm going to cast Fireball in that direction to get as many of them as I can.
Okay, oh, right.
Which is a 20-foot cone, 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point. So I'll put it right in the middle of all 4 of them. So the Fireball is going to be cast right in the middle to get all 4 of them.
So it's a 20-foot cone from a specific point?
Yep.
And where do you want to have your point?
Right in the middle, so there's right in the middle of all 4 of them.
So right here?
Yeah.
Is it actually like a radius spell or is it a cone?
20-foot radius sphere centered on a point.
Okay. Yeah.
20-foot radius?
Yep.
Okay. So that's going to hit all of them if we got 20 feet there. Yeah. Yep.
All right. That is 8d6 fire damage.
We got to do a dexterity save, though, right?
Yeah. You'll take. Oh shit! I dropped the thing. Fuck. All right. So
Dexterity save.
What's the deck? What dex do we have to hit?
So that's Caroline. That's
you have to 6 or 14. You have to save.
14.
But who all has to do this?
That's all of you guys,
huh? All of us.
Yeah.
I got a 23.
10.
So Caroline saves.
I take damage.
19.
Full damage to Groggle.
15. Oh fuck.
Trigo saves.
That's one of my saves. Matt.
It's 32 damage total.
I can.
But that goes around all of us, right?
No, it's each.
Each?
I might be able to re-roll
it's
that.
not.
Unless you save.
And half
then
damage
then
if
you take
save.
half damage.
Holy
So
shit.
16 half damage.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to see if I can re-roll that with lucky.
Okay, yep.
Not sure if I can do saving throws.
Uncanny
Now
dodge.
you fucking piss me off, Timmy.
Matt. So
Yeah,
I have uncanny
I can do a
dodge.
saving throw, so I am going to.
Brother, are you
re-roll
still
that.
alive?
You can, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm alive, but you guys probably aren't. This is it. We're dead right here.
Ooh, here we go. 19.
19. Yep.
Yep.
That's a save.
Okay.
So you
So
take
we take
16 points of damage.
16.
I made my
16.
whatever, but uncanny dodge, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you.
Yep.
Does that count for this too?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
I can take 8 then?
Oh, I see. Half damage of the initial attack, I think, right?
This is a
Yeah.
spell,
Well, I
though.
made
This
my
isn't an
reaction.
attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Does it apply to this even, or I don't know.
But spells it's a spell that works like an attack, right? It's like a ranged attack,
Well,
right?
If it is a spell attack, I have a spell attack bonus.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Timmy, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
Grog,
Yeah, I don't know the rule on that one. I mean, I'll rule it in your favor though, and say that you can take half damage then from the initial one. So 16 if you're
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at D&D. It works against attacks of all sorts, including spell attacks, but it is no help against a spell or other effects such as fireball.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Specifically
All right,
called
fireball. Never mind then. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Like they knew.
Do we still have our extra hit points? Were those still good?
Yes, you would.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that lasts for like 10 hours. I think it's
Right. Yeah.
That's good because that's the only thing keeping me alive.
Did you fail your save?
Yeah, no, I re-rolled it and won, but I only had 21 hit points. So.
Oh Jesus.
Oh gosh. Okay. Groggle, you're up.
When's it my turn? All right. How far away is he?
You're next.
How far away is he?
He is from you. He is a total of 35 feet away.
Come and get me.
Finally, the fight they've always been waiting for.
Right.
The matchup of the campaign. Bholen finally gets the beat on Groggle.
Aren't we blown back by this fireball?
All right,
The fire
haul
spreads
ass at
around
Tim.
corners.
Do you have what do you have for movement?
Running's
You're
probably
30
six.
foot.
30.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to move all the way up to him then?
Yep.
Don't you have your crossbow out or something?
Nope. It's not gonna work. I take this personal now.
If you have extra range, you can hit him. If you have a ranged weapon, you can hit him then, because you're still about 5 feet out.
Well, I'll shoot my crossbow at him.
Okay.
If you're gonna let me do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll cast warding flare. So you have to roll at disadvantage, Eric.
How can you? It's not your turn. How you can cast it?
It's a reaction.
Reaction. So he's used his reaction.
19.
That was with disadvantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. 17.
Okay, that still hits.
Still a hit.
No. 15. Sorry.
So my AC is 15.
So we said it goes to the attacker, right?
Yeah, we actually
I
looked
don't
that up. It does
Yeah.
go to the attacker.
Okay.
So Groggle, roll damage. Groggle runs across, splashing through the water,
His
pulling out
ass
his
off.
crossbow. Gets a shot off, striking Bholen.
3.
3 points of damage
What?
to Bholen. Okay.
I'm going to have a cigarette.
I'm just gonna look at Groggle and just smile. Smirk at him.
All right, top of the turn. Back to you, Niv.
Take him down.
I have nothing to take him down with. Boy.
All I can say, Tim, is you better hope you kill me. One of us is done with the campaign.
I think maybe it's Matt that's done with the campaign. He's just getting bored with it.
Going to
All right.
cast Charm Person
Okay.
on Bholen. So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
As a elf, I have advantage on saving throws to be charmed. Just
Oh, you would have advantage anyways because we're attacking you.
Okay,
Sorry.
wisdom. You said wisdom saving throw with
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
On a beating a DC of
15.
15.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. The charm does not go off.
Let me check. You can also spend one luck. I'm seeing if I can re-roll it with lucky.
Don't you have magic missile or something?
Roll
Everyone's got magic
check
missile.
your saving throw.
That's like the standard. It's like grit.
Oh, actually a 23.
Okay, so
Wisdom is my jam.
that failed. And was my last spell slot. So I am going to run away.
Run away!
Oh, because those are skeletons on the south, right?
Over here, yeah.
Okay. How far away? How far can I get if I just go straight east?
Straight east. I mean, you can use your full distance, and you could get you can get all the way over here.
Running in water?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Thank you for that reminder, Caroline. Yeah, you would have your this would be difficult terrain, so you'd be moving at half speed. I got to remember that. Yeah.
Such a dick.
You could get about there, 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't stay close to him. So that's my turn.
Okay. All right. We are over to Caroline. You are up. What would you like to do, Caroline?
So I still have the dynamite that we picked up, right?
You had a few pieces of dynamite, yeah.
That was what I was thinking too.
So, how far am I from the sarcophagus?
From the sarcophagus, you are. Let's see here. You are 40 feet away.
So if I'm in attack mode, can I light the dynamite and throw it at the sarcophagus?
I would let you do that in one action, yeah. Light it and throw it.
Yep. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Both of them, or whatever
All
I
right.
have.
Give me a dexterity check.
23.
23. Okay. Roll 2d20 points of damage.
33.
Wow.
Wow. So
Nice.
immediately,
Nice.
when that blows off, the lid on the sarcophagus flies off, falling down into the water, and immediately this reddish energy flies out of there. Bholen, you take 3 more points of psychic damage, and you see, as that happens, you see all of the remaining 5 flames also flicker and sort of burst, almost like going out for a second, but then they come back. The sarcophagus is in pretty rough shape. This reddish light is flying out of it at this point. Yeah, that'll be the end of your turn, Caroline.
So if
Trigo, you're up.
I would have run up to the water and thrown it. So can I move up like 5 or 10 feet to the edge of the water? Yeah,
absolutely. There you go. Trigo, you're up. You're currently next to this pillar here with the flame.
All right. Where did the skeletons come in? Do they right after me?
The skeletons are. I skipped the skeleton's turn actually.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for reminding me here. I'm missing this. Sorry guys. Skeletons get a turn as well. These two will move up here. These two are going to come up and charge you.
Half
Niv,
speed.
at half speed. Thank you. They'll get up here and they will not be able to make it to Niv. This guy has to take another wisdom saving throw to see if he stays there, and he is successful. He's going to turn around. These two are going to move in their full distance, but they are not able to get up to you, Trago. And that is where their turn will be, as suddenly...
Do those still have to take a saving throw, though? A wisdom saving throw?
No, those two don't. Oh, shit, more are coming out.
More enter up on the top there. I'm running out of figurines here. I got to throw a couple more down here.
So many enemies.
Okay, as 2 more come in each side.
The skeletons were supposed to go before me, so let's assume that it happened. Would the 2 next to the sarcophagus been affected by the explosion?
Yeah, actually, you're right. We'll assume they would have done that. The explosion would have absolutely demolished them, so I'll take them off. Absolutely, good call. Good call, Caroline. Sorry about my... I got so excited there, I just jumped right to Caroline.
A lot of moving parts.
Trago, you are up.
All right. Is the flame on this thing? Is it like a real flame? Is it hot?
Yeah, it seems to be hot. Yeah. But
okay, who's closest to me? So there's 2 guys just to my north.
2 skeletons here. There's a skeleton here.
Yeah.
You've got Caroline. You've got Niv.
Could I pull out a stick of dynamite? Or how many sticks?
Each of you took like 5, right? If I remember right.
I have like 5. If I pull out a stick of dynamite, could I just plop it into fire?
Absolutely, as your action.
Do I have like time to dash out of there and get away from it?
You can use your action, stick it in the flame, take off. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna keep going. How close is the one to the east of me? Actually, no. I'll be going towards the sarcophagus.
Okay. And that'll be half speed, so you'll use, let's see,
12 and a half.
Oops.
Or I could dash with my bonus action, but I don't think I will.
That'll get you here, and you'll have another 15. You'll have another 10 feet of movement on the sarcophagus if you'd like.
Okay. Can I go on to the east side of the sarcophagus and hide?
Yep, absolutely.
So that's my movement, right?
Yep, that's your movement. And
with the action and then the bonus action, I can hide.
Yep, and you have a +10 to your stealth, so you don't even need to roll that.
Yeah, that'd be.
You're absolutely hidden, given your even if you rolled a. Well, go ahead and roll. You might roll 1.
Yeah, that's true. And I fucking did. Dude, that's like, but I got
you rolled a 1.
I have lucky because I'm a halfling. I've rolled like 4 1s on skill checks, but I can reroll it. I'm a halfling.
Oh no, it's a dud.
Literally,
no way.
Shut up.
1 in a fucking roll.
Wow.
So
I'm just like,
all the commotion, you're not able to hide at this point. But as you run away, the stick of dynamite blows up, and putting out this flame, the pillar smashes to pieces. And Bholen, immediately when this happens, you feel a surging pain come into your neck once again. You take 2 points of psychic damage, I need both. Let me see here.
I'm just like, did I hurt anybody? I hope not.
Caroline, I need you to take a dexterity saving throw, and Niv as well.
Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. I was hoping you were far enough away.
Well, mine's not too bad. 17.
17, okay. So, Caroline, you are going to take a total... you take 1 point of damage, and you take half rounded down, Niv, so you take no damage for that. I literally rolled a 1. So there you go.
Do the skeletons take damage?
The skeletons do not take damage from that, but Bholen did. And once again, you see the flickering of the remaining flames at this point. Trago's turn is over.
Yep.
Bholen, give me a Constitution save.
Please roll. All right. That is a 13.
A 13. Bholen, at this point, you suddenly snap to. And there you are, standing face to face with Groggle, bearing you, angry as can be. You snap to, you come back to your senses, you look around, you have no idea what just transpired in the last 12 seconds. But here you are. What would you like to do? You're back in control of yourself now.
So I'm completely confused on what's going on. Does Groggle look angry at me?
Groggle is furious.
I've never been madder. You better do something.
Oh boy.
He's up after you too, by the way.
So I'm going to assume that I did something very bad. Crap. Oh,
if I still got that claw on his neck, is that what it is?
Question. Now that Groggle is technically an ally, if I try to run away, does he get an attack of opportunity? Probably.
Well, he's not actually in combat with you yet. He shot an arrow at you, so he wouldn't get an attack
he couldn't
opportunity.
Get to you.
Okay.
So you could try to run away from him. You could try to dash, and that would give you your total 30 feet.
Run away.
Yeah. If I get back onto the sarcophagus, the north side of the sarcophagus, am I 30 feet from those 3 skeletons that are next to Caroline?
You can only go 15 though.
Yeah.
Water. Just like to point that out.
You would be you'd be within 30 feet, yeah, of the 2.
Actually, this might be a good idea. Yeah. Am I fully cognizant of what I did? I don't know what I did. Right?
You're not sure what you did. No, it's kind of like what happened in Mittendorf. You kind of blacked out there for a second.
Knowing that I'm hurting and seeing that Groggle's pretty pissed at me. I'm assuming I can see Niv, and he probably looks pretty beat up.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
On all of you.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see me because I rolled 2 1s in a row. Obviously, I'm just kind of like...
You're like Drax eating the... I'm perfectly still.
Hey, everybody. Here I am.
So what does that do for us, Matt? I don't know that spell.
What? Mass Healing Word?
He's going to heal us all.
Yeah, I know you. How much, though?
I'm working on it.
Oh.
He's got to roll, dude.
Spells. Okay, so... That's not a lot. Okay. So that is 9 points of healing.
Okay, hey, that helps. Every bit helps. Anything else you want to say? You can use a minor action to say something.
What the hell is going on? What's happening right now? And then I want to. And then I'm going to look. Sorry, I'm going to look at Trago, and I'm just going to wink at him. And I'm going to hope that he knows what that means.
Yeah, and we obviously know that we got healed. We can feel it, right?
Yeah. You suddenly, well, you see this energy radiate out from Bholen, and suddenly all of you feel this sort of vitality return into your bodies. You see that Bholen is mouthing these words, and you know immediately that he healed you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there with a branch of leaves saying, "You can't see me." All right.
One branch, a single twig.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wink at you.
How does he know I'm here?
Okay, Groggle. Okay. Now you have to play within your character. How far away
is that bitch?
He's 20 feet away from you.
I run and I take a swipe.
Okay, well, you only get 15 feet.
Fine, 15 feet.
Chasing him down, you haven't quite caught up to him because your movement is halved. You gonna shoot another shot at him, or if you have a weapon with reach, you can hit him.
Don't care. I want my Morning Star in his face.
Okay, Groggle swings, but he's out of range, and so he misses.
Well, I didn't say I swung. I don't want to. I don't.
Oh, you don't want to swing.
More action.
Okay. All right. Niv, you are up.
Matt telling me I got to play within my character. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And I am...
Who knows? I mean, Groggle might have decided, hey, you just got healed. That might have been enough, and Bholen was talking, but I'm guessing not. Niv, you're right here.
32 points of damage to me. We need reparations.
kind of like saying Bholen poked a beehive and he winked at the beehive.
Yeah.
You guys better figure something out.
We're friends, right? We're buddies, right? We're good. We're good, right, guys?
So how? If I hop up onto that island in the center?
Yeah. You can hop up with 5 feet of movement.
Okay, so then can I get my other 25 feet then?
Yes. If you stay on the platform, yeah.
Yeah. How long is that platform?
That'll get you 20 feet to the end.
The end. Okay.
You see Trago there trying to hide. Run right past him.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
So I'm right next to Bholen right now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Like Chad, 2 1s in a row. You must have tripped over yourself.
I did that
a cartwheel
I did that a couple sessions ago. Where
I am going to shocking grasp him.
Me? Who's him?
Yeah, sorry, Bholen.
Okay.
Melee spell attack. Are you wearing armor made of metal?
Yes, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. And a warding flare. So at disadvantage.
Oh, so it's just a straight roll then?
At disadvantage.
Right, but he's wearing metal, so I have advantage.
Yep, straight roll.
Cool.
Yep. They cancel each other out.
That's a 23.
And it's.
Bholen is close.
Ooh, sweet. A whole 2 points.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
2 points of damage, yeah. You can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Plus, he's all wet.
And then I'm going to run around and go stand next to Trago.
I would pay money for someone to animate our D&D pictures.
Okay.
And then
$100,000
I'm just going to ask Trago.
Just like a...
try and figure out what's going on, because I feel better. Someone healed me.
Can I respond, or do I have to wait till my turn?
I mean, you guys can talk while you're hiding out there. Yeah, if you want to say something.
I look over. I'm like, he winked at me.
If I also recall, you winked at him when you were a dragon, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. And I winked at you a couple other times in reference to something else.
Winked at me.
You were a dragon?
Ancient red dragon, to be specific.
Yeah, you remember that?
Okay.
It's been 2 years, man. I don't...
Skeletons are going to take their turn now. These two are going to charge into the water. They're not going to be able to get to you, heading towards you, Groggle, because of the the slow movement in the water. These guys are going to also move up here. These guys are going to come running into you, Carolon. This guy will make it as well. These guys will head in that direction.
Do they still have to do another save, a wisdom save?
Just that one guy had to do the wisdom save, wasn't it? Or is there?
It's only a one-time.
Yeah, if you would do your amulet again, then they'd have to make another wisdom save. Because once he's resolved, then he doesn't need to do it again.
Yeah, like the amulet. Why aren't we using that shit?
We are.
He did. He did. He used it the first round.
Okay, so Carolon, you now have 3 skeletons that charge in around you, and they are all going to attack you at the same time. Here we go. Let's see. 2 of them, we have a 22 and a 21. The other one misses.
All right, I think
they're fortunately not very strong, but they still are able to do 9 points of slashing damage with their swords as they come down, striking onto your arm and your leg.
Wow.
End of the skeleton turns. Caroline, you are up.
So let's see. Trying to decide here. If I hold up the amulet, it's not an attack, so I only get to do that once. And there's 3 of them on me, and 2 more coming.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna hold the amulet again and announce the saying, and hopefully they won't say.
All right, here we go. Wisdom saving throw, and
I'm warning you, Tim.
Only one of them makes it. So this guy, let me see. I'll actually randomize it here. Okay, this guy right here is going to stay in place. The other ones are going to take off, though, 30 feet this way. Nice job, Caroline, and you get attacks of opportunity. If you have 2 attacks, you can go ahead and take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Actually, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run and jump onto the platform then. That's going to be my...
Okay. Perfect. So you now have 3 guys that are taking off in that direction.
Okay.
Excellent move. Strong power play there. Caroline, Trago, you are up.
Okay, so... Too many people on the thing. Can I... For me to look into the casket or whatever, was that a turn or is that a bonus action?
It's a sarcophagus, Chad.
Sarcophagus, whatever.
I would use it as an action because you're small. You'd have to climb up and yeah.
How tall are you?
You want to actually
inches,
answer
something
that?
like that?
No, I'm like
25 inches. I take
no,
bigger than you.
I'm 3 feet 3'2".
3'2", okay.
Jesus.
So 38 inches. How big? When I lit
5 inches, yeah.
When I blew up the other thing, how big was the blast radius? Can I tell?
Yeah, it looked to be about between 10 and 20 feet.
Hold on, guys. Can I go meta for just a little bit? When you dressed up like Baron von Bramblewood or whatever, you were only 3 feet tall. How did that pass for anything?
It's all about the robe.
All right, game on.
Just make sure when you look in the trailer, your face doesn't melt off like the Ark of
Right.
Oh, Trigo, I see some ideas flowing here.
Matt, can I light a fuse to have it go off in like 6 seconds? Or is it like are the fuses like I light it and it goes off my turn?
It's a pretty quick fuse, yeah. It's pretty short.
I'm gonna light a fuse, and
if you wanted to cut off a fuse from a different one and put it on another one, I mean that would be your action, because that would take you a full action to take a fuse from a different one, cut it off, and attach it to another one.
It's 4 of us. I'm just wondering the sarcophagus.
Here you've got 4 skeletons here between these 2 flames. Sarcophagus is right here. These are all friendly people, if you consider Bholen friendly.
Nope.
I'm just like, would the sarcophagus save us? Probably not.
Chad, we're not all 3 feet tall.
All right. I'm gonna pull. So I have my other dynamite.
Yep.
How much to give one to Niv? Like, is it a bonus action?
I'll give that to you in a bonus action. Yeah, if you pull 2 out and throw one at him, yeah.
I give one to Niv.
Like not literally throw one at him, like light it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna light. I'm gonna light another one and throw it at the guys. Was that a strength? Yeah, those guys right there. Would that be a strength, Matt?
That'll be straight up damage. Yeah.
No, like accuracy. What would I be rolling for that?
Oh, dexterity.
Dexterity. All right,
we'll treat it just like any other dexterity weapon.
No, hold on. Ho. What? If he rolls a 1, does that mean he drops it?
Potentially, yeah.
I'm using a different dice for this, and I'm gonna try to hit those guys. Please don't roll a fucking 1. Okay, that's all right. Straight dex check.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a 20, not a natural, but a 20.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you were able to lob it right into.
I'm sorry. 18. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yep. I'm assuming you want to lob it into the middle here, because then it would be able
hit everybody.
Hit everybody, and also let me see here. If you lob it in the middle, you're also able to hit both of the flames.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you lob it into the middle, and immediately roll 2d10 for me.
2d10.
Isn't it 2d20?
I think it's a 2d20.
Oh, was it? Did I write down 2d20 on those?
Yeah.
That's what you told Paul to roll. That's how we got 33 points of damage.
Yeah, you did say.
Did I say 2d20?
Yeah,
you did.
Oh man, let me check that from what I gave you last time. that seems a little OP, but maybe not. Let me see here what I actually wrote down.
It doesn't matter even if it is 20. I'll probably roll 2d4.
2d10. Sorry, 2d10 damage in a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
We got to go replay the whole thing.
Yep, we got to start
over.
So a 15-foot radius, is that going to be enough to hit the pillars?
Yeah, those are within 15 feet. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What if it hits the water?
2d10 is 7.
7 points of damage.
Yeah,
okay.
3 and a 4.
That's
fucking
actually,
bang up job there, bud.
That's actually
bang
enough to knock out all 4 of these skeletons. These guys aren't very strong, actually. So as the explosion hits as the dynamite comes down and just about hits the water, boof! This massive explosion goes. Both of these flames are extinguished. 4 skeleton bodies just go into shards and fly out. Bholen, you need to take a total of 8 psychic damage. As these flames go out, you see Bholen almost drop to his knees in utter sheer pain as these 2 flames are extinguished. Excellent throw, Trago. Bholen.
Sorry, Bholen.
It is your turn. Give me a Constitution save.
I gotta make another one?
You have to make another one.
Holy crap. Ooh, that is a... It's a 5.
A 5. So once again, Bholen, you feel this sense of mind control coming back to you, and immediately you take another 4 points of psychic damage as these shooting needles are coming into your neck once again.
And now I'm back to evil Bholen.
Now you're back to evil Bholen.
Okay.
But you don't get a full turn now because the transition is your full action.
Oh.
So we'll come back to the second.
Do I get to move? Or no? That was my whole turn.
You can move, yeah, but you don't get an action.
Hi, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Am I compelled either way? Like, nothing is like drawing me towards like the sarcophagus or the lights or anything?
No, at this point you're striking out against these intruders into the.
I'm gonna move 30 feet east as far as I can go.
Okay, that'll get you off the platform. You can jump down into the water at this point.
Okay.
Okay. Groggle, you're up.
How far away am I?
From Bholen? You're about 35 feet at this point.
How far away are the skeletons?
Skeletons are also, they are 30 feet away.
So can I make it to them and attack or not?
You won't be able to because of the water. You'll be slowed down. You can head in that direction if you'd like.
How many hit points you got, Tim?
75,000.
No metagaming.
I'll never tell.
And for that, you should get an extra point of inspiration point there, Bholen.
Evil Bholen.
Or you don't get points. You get inspiration.
I get an
It's not like you can have points, but you have inspiration now.
So there's what, 4? Is that what I'm seeing?
Over the skeletons, you've got 5 of them. 3 of them are running away and 2 are there.
Take a shot at Tim.
Okay. Go for it. Let me see a line of sight there.
Warding flare.
Yeah, well,
Disadvantage.
He's actually behind the sarcophagus at this point, so you need to take it with disadvantage. He's under partial cover there.
Do I got to do it like triple disadvantage? 3d20?
Nope. There's only a single disadvantage.
Oh, 10. No,
Yes.
not even that. Like a 6.
Arrow flies over Bholen's head as Bholen is fleeing off in that direction.
Can I say something though before my turn's over?
Absolutely.
What the fuck are you doing? Oh, hi, Helena.
Helena's going to bed.
Okay,
Okay,
she walked
Groggle.
in to say hi at the perfect time.
She doesn't have any audio, thankfully. Niv, you are up.
So I've got a stick of dynamite now.
You have a
Yes, I
stick
gave
of
you a stick of
dynamite?
dynamite.
Oh my goodness, you do.
And I only have 2 more.
I have 3, I think.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and you do have a stick of dynamite. Let me see. Yeah.
Oh shit! I was gonna move off the thing, but I forgot to. Damn it.
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask Bholen. Are we? What are we doing with these? We blowing up the sarcophagus, or are we?
I mean, that was
taking
my
out the fire?
not the metagame, but I should have jumped.
Well, I was gonna yell out.
Yeah.
We should blow up the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
That's
You're
why
asking me? You're asking me?
No, I was asking Trago.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like, I want to blow it up, but I don't want all of us on the fucking sarcophagus or on the platform if we get hurt. I'm okay. I'm doing all right, but I don't know how you guys are doing.
You don't think you can survive 2d10? How far away is that northeast pillar?
That would be within range of a stick of dynamite, and they are actually within. They might be within range of each other if you want to take both out. But then Bholen's also there as well.
And you guys still have dynamite. Yeah, I'm gonna. And we know the fire is doing something every time it goes out, right?
Every time it goes out, yeah, it has a visible effect on Bholen. As each of these flames is extinguished, you see him taking sort of some wincing from pain from something.
Because otherwise, those skeletons straight to the north of me, they look pretty far away. Huh?
3 of them are running away or whatever, or 4 of them maybe.
Yeah, 25 feet, and 3 of them are fleeing at this point, and they'll keep fleeing until they pass a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, I'll light it, chuck it halfway between those 2 pillars, see if I can hit both.
Give me a dexterity check.
14.
14. Okay. As you throw your dynamite out there, it lands in the center and sets off a 15-foot radius blast that comes across. In Bholen, you need to take a dexterity saving throw.
My speciality. Yep, nope. That's a 9.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2d10 damage, Niv.
15.
15 points of damage.
Wow, I'm alive.
Thanks, Dan.
Holy moly. Okay, so as Bholen, as this happens, as both of these flames are extinguished, you suddenly feel this wincing pain from each of the flames, and you take a total of 4 psychic damage.
Oh.
Now I'm dead. Now I'm out.
And you see now as Niv falls face forward into the water as he goes unconscious, and as this last flame is extinguished, you see, almost as if in unison, in tandem, suddenly all of the bones connecting to these skeletons disconnect and they fall directly downwards into piles, as if somehow the magical spell or force behind this was extinguished with the extinguishing of all of the flames. And the skeletons are finished. Bholen is now floating face downward in the water. Combat is over. What do you guys want to do?
I'll jump in and get Bholen. I mean,
Was there still red shit coming out of the sarcophagus?
Yeah, the red light is still flying out of the sarcophagus. It's illuminated in the same sort of color that you had when you walked into this room.
All right, I'm gonna say everybody off the sarcophagus or get away now.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And I hold up a piece of dynamite. So everybody get away from the sarcophagus.
I'll jump in and get Bholen.
I want to look inside of it first.
Okay.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Niv, you look inside, and it seems like as you look inside, it seems as if there is another space expanse leading somewhere inside of it, almost as if it's another portal of a sort, similar to the ones you had when you came into this area.
How far away am I?
I'm going to yell.
You were about 10 feet away from the sarcophagus.
No
I
dynamite.
run and jump in.
No dynamite.
Groggle takes off, jumps into the sarcophagus, and when he does that, immediately he's gone.
What the fuck?
Okay, now dynamite it.
Oh, what the hell? That's a good one. Oh.
Kim, I'm not done with you.
Yeah, you are. You're in a
off,
fuck.
man.
You're in like the abyssal plane now, dumbass.
Yeah.
Caroline, you run over and you pull Bholen up out of the water so he's able to breathe, even though he's unconscious, and soon taking death saving throws.
I guess I'll try to pull him up to the platform there.
Okay. All 4 of you are sitting now right next to the sarcophagus where Groggle had just leapt into.
Niv, you said no dynamite?
Yeah. It looks like the doorway we came in. I'm gonna. Can I lift him up above the edge so he can see?
Well,
Yep.
Little fella.
Take a look, little guy. Here you go.
okay. What do I see through the portal?
Who's a good boy?
Does it
As
look
you look through the portal, you see what looks to be another dark room, and Groggle is walking away from you.
Can I yell, hold up, Groggle, and then who's got a potion to give to Bholen here?
Well, we might want to wait to do that because he might still be evil, Bholen.
We've all got rope. We can tie him
up.
His hands.
Take the claw out of his neck.
Is there something in his neck?
He has these marks on his neck that are left there from when he was dragged down into the cave to start with, the mine.
Can I tie Bholen's because he needs reagents. So take his pouch and then tie his hands behind his back?
Yep. You tie him up. Yeah, he's unconscious.
Take
so that's
his
not
reagents,
a problem.
And then somebody want to give him a small healing potion so he doesn't die?
I don't have one.
Don't we have a bunch? I know we got a few. Here, let me see.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah, I've got the 2 lessers. I'll give him one.
Okay.
One of my lessers. So that's 2d4 plus 2. 8.
8. Bholen, you take a breath and you come back. You come to, and at this point, the pain in your neck is not as acute anymore. It has strangely faded as these lights had been extinguished. Whatever spell you were under seems to have lifted. You have a clear head again. You look around. You see standing above you are 3 of your close friends. Groggle's nowhere to be seen.
And I'm like, what's going on? Why can't I move? Get me out of here.
I'm going to ask him, what did you do?
What do you mean? I came to, and I healed you, and then I was knocked out again. What happened? What happened?
What do you remember?
I remember walking down the stairs, and then I remember healing you.
Okay.
You
don't remember blowing our asses up?
You don't remember killing Groggle?
Wait, I killed Groggle?
Groggle's dead.
So why are we all sad?
Oh, fucking Chad, money play. Money.
So I wanna incite Bholen to see if he's telling the truth about whatever.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
God, I should be the one doing this. It's an 11.
He seems believable. Yeah. I mean, you have no reason to doubt him.
Except for all the death and destruction I just brought.
So I'm gonna look over
32 points of fireball damage.
I'm gonna go look over at Bholen or not Bholen, Caroline, and can you go grab Groggle's arms and legs?
Yeah.
And put him in a sack so we can give him a burial?
They're all over the place, I say.
Well, I think one is on the north side of the river, and the other one is somewhere probably floating east.
I'll turn and go, look at those bones.
You guys are dicks.
I look over
I'm
at
trying
Niv.
to get rid of Tim, and you're going to get rid of me.
I go look over at Niv. I'm like, Niv, did you see where his head went? All right. I suppose let's get him up. Stand him up.
Lift him to his feet, yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we doing that? I mean, I can't lift him myself, obviously.
Yeah, I'll help him up. I mean, the thing is we can't throw him over the side because Bob's down there by himself.
Yeah. But we're not telling him that, though, are we?
Well, no, but I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna go through the portal here, and
yeah. I'm gonna kind of step away a little bit.
Somebody's got to go calm Groggle down.
Yeah.
Well, is there?
Can I look over
the
thing?
We need to look at what this sarcophagus is.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go ahead and investigate for a little bit? Give me an investigation check. At the same time, I'm gonna hop over to Groggle. You still with me, Groggle?
I'm with you.
As you enter into this portal, as you jump in, you're surrounded by this reddish mist and what feels to be sort of an emptiness, a floating emptiness of sorts that knows neither space nor time. And still, you're able to traverse through this mist without any issue. Each step you take, the mist disperses more and more until it lifts all together. And there, in the center of the emptiness, you see a faint light emanating from a dark pedestal on which sits a breastplate of ebony-colored metal.
I take it and put it on.
Okay. Immediately you put it on, and you feel this incredible power coming through you.
God.
Etched, you look down, etched into the metal is an elaborate flourish. The same symbol that you met in the altar room. The hand of a female drow wearing silver rings overlaid on a silver embossing of the Roman numeral 1. Below the breastplate, carved into the pedestal, you see an inscription in Abyssal and Elvish that you can't read. And now you have a breastplate on you. I'll give you more information about that later. Jump back to the other guys.
Dude, that's gonna be like Craven Edge and Groggle in the first fucking critical.
High risk, high reward, boys.
All right, I'm gonna try to climb and look into the thing and see if I can see Groggle through the portal. Can I see him?
Very faintly in the distance, through the red mist, you see Groggle standing by some sort of light illumination.
I'm gonna pull out my little wire and I'm gonna try to message him. And I'm going to just ask, is everything okay there? It's 120 feet range.
Yeah, he's within range.
Yeah.
Groggle?
I don't respond.
Nice.
So I rolled a 12 on my investigation.
Yeah, I only got a 10. Terrible investigation.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem that strange. It seems like a fairly normal sarcophagus to you guys.
Other than that, it leads into another sarcophagus.
Other than that, other than the fact that once the lid was blown off, yeah.
Guys, I'm like, can you let me go? I mean,
I don't know.
No,
can we?
Not yet. You don't remember anything about attacking us or anything leading up to the fight?
When I got pulled down, when we were up top on the surface, those ghouls bit me or clawed me, and I thought it was just a headache or something. It progressively got worse.
D&D characters talking about taking Tylenol for a
headache. So is he considered a friend or is not hostile toward me?
Not anymore. Yeah, he's not hostile anymore.
Okay. I am going to cast Friends on him.
Okay.
What does that do?
Let's see if there's a way if you can resist it or anything.
I mean, if it's a charm spell, I'm resistant to that.
While you look that up, Groggle, as you take this breastplate off of the pedestal and place it onto you, off on the opposite side of where you're standing, you see yet another reddish glow of energy form over there as well.
So yeah, it just says 1 minute for the duration. I have advantage on all charisma checks at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile.
Creature, though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not a creature.
Yeah, I am.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll cast Friends on him.
Okay.
And then I'll just, you have to tell us the truth of what's going on, what happened, what you remember, what all this is.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, Jesus. 19. Which is nice because the first one was a natural 1.
Bholen, is there anything you need to tell them? He's pretty persuasive.
No, everything I told you was entirely true. I don't remember anything. The bite of my neck took over, when we walked down the stairs, and everything went dark.
What about the vision that you said you saw? Did you tell it exactly how it happened?
Yes.
And
Jed,
you don't know.
You're
What's
petting
that?
your dog. You're petting your dog, and we can just
Oh,
Good.
okay. You can just see his head. Oh, yeah, all right.
Second.
And what about us in chains and you seemingly elsewhere? You don't know anything about that?
I know everything I told you was all I know. I don't know anything else. I don't know the person who did it. I don't know the people I don't know the woman in the black armor. I'm assuming that's the Lady of the Dead. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything else.
Well, what's our next play here?
Chad, let him see Bodhi.
Well, after 1 minute, you know you were. I cast that on you, and then you become hostile. but it seems like it's up to you as to what hostile actually means.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe, we'll call it even after 32 points of fire damage.
Okay, so are we able to yell down to Groggle and what the hell is going on down there?
You can yell into the sarcophagus, but Groggle doesn't seem to hear you. He doesn't seem to carry the sound like that.
All right, I'm gonna jump in there.
Okay.
Can you untie me now?
Caroline, you jump in as well.
I'm jumping in.
What do we just leave him here? I can't boost him over.
Well, he can get over. You can untie him.
Okay. You jump over. I'm gonna lean over and see if I can message Paul. And see if he responds.
Yep. Go for it. Message him.
Can you hear me? Is everything good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm looking for Groggle. I don't see him.
All right. Well, be careful. I'll message you back in 60 seconds.
Okay. What? Do I see Groggle? Am I?
Yeah, you can see Groggle in the distance. He's standing there near this illumination, standing quite still.
So I want to go up to Groggle.
And come up behind Groggle, and there he is.
Let him know. I'm like, Groggle, I'm coming with you.
And there he is standing with an odd black metal breastplate that he has put on him.
Mm.
Standing proud and looking enlivened.
Enlivened? Oh, dear. Groggle, where did you...
In a good way.
Groggle, what is this breastplate? Where did you get this?
I found it.
Oh. Okay. What are we looking at?
I'm not looking at anything.
Well, there's the red light, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
What can I see it? What is it? What's it?
Well, he sees my breastplate, right, Matt?
No, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about
he sees your breastplate.
red
Yeah.
glow. Where's the red glow?
Yeah, off in the distance, it seems like at the end of this, and then at the end of wherever you are, this sub-dimension you're in, there's another exit entrance on the other side.
Is there anything behind us? That's where he got the... Go ahead.
That's just where you came in, yeah.
Okay.
Is Tim dead?
Tim... Bholen is... No, he's not dead. He seems to have honestly blacked out, been under some kind of spell, controlled. He was out of his mind, literally.
Boy, Matt, I'm not telling you how to run things, but he better roll for that.
No, but I mean, I was there when they were interrogating him.
Yeah, but does it work on me? Do I believe you?
Oh, I see.
Sure. Give me a persuasion with advantage. Why not? You give me an insight check.
I got an 18.
Give me an insight check there, Groggle.
You're gonna make it doubly hard on him. Oh, 20. No,
20.
18.
18 versus a 19?
I got an 18.
18. Okay. It's hard to say. No one really quite believes the other. It could go either way. Yeah.
What's your wisdom at, Eric? Do you have a plus to wisdom? Apparently not.
No, that was a minus. No, negative. That's why it was a 19 and went down to
Oh, did you roll a natural?
19. No,
Oh, you
and then
rolled
it was
a
18.
natural. Okay, all right.
And Caroline, you notice in the distance at this point that the reddish glow is seeming to grow as it moves slightly towards you. It seems to be filling up this space with a reddish mist again.
And I would say that was probably 60 seconds. Can I still see Caroline?
You can still see him off in the distance, yeah, near the illumination.
I'm going to message him. Are we good? Is he calmed down?
And I'll say I don't think that he believes me that Bholen is Bholen. He's got this breastplate on. I don't know where this breastplate came from. And there's this red glow down here, so I don't know what's going on. Better get down here. I don't know what to do with Bholen, though. That could be a problem.
I turned to Niv and it looked at him like, it sounds like everything's okay there, but we have to figure out. And I kind of like nod my head over to Bholen.
Bholen's just sitting there patiently. Can you please untie me?
Yeah, I'll just pick him up. I'm not going to untie him. Mm-hmm. And am I strong enough to lift him into the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I would say you'd be able to roll him over.
Heavy.
He probably helped.
Yeah, I only weigh 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then tell Trago, I guess we're going in.
All right.
Okay. As you all come into this final room here with this red mist, you meet Caroline, you meet Groggle, who has this new breastplate on him, this black metal breastplate with this strange symbol on it of a female drow hand and the numeral 1 in this sort of illuminated center by this pedestal. The mist becomes now, the red mist from the other side is now growing as it begins to envelop all of you and shifting around your body. And there is this sense of your consciousness lurches for a moment as this red energy comes across you. Your body seems to be thrown around. Darkness overcomes you. And after a few seconds or minutes or hours or days, it's impossible to say how long, you open your eyes, and all of you now are no longer standing in this reddish dimension, but you see before you instead an incredible sight. A massive room at the top of a tower with enormous Gothic-style windows from floor to ceiling, out of which you are given a panoramic view of the entire city of Theondir. You're standing in an open sarcophagus, all of you, glowing a brilliant red. To your left and right are 2 other closed sarcophagi, and in the center of the room is a massive gaping hole out of which shoots a blinding column of green energy upwards through the roof and into the dark evening sky. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Motherfucker, it's a warp. It's a portal to the fucking city.
Nice.